Hello everybody, welcome to the Chensor Dynasty. I am James Chen, your host here at twitch.tv/jchensor. How's everybody going out there? In case you guys are new to the channel or haven't seen a lot of this before, this is a series known as Learn to Fight. I've been using this tag, this name for some streams for a while, but I should have probably changed them to Learning to Fight, as I was learning myself how to use characters like Zangief, like Sagat, like Falk, etc., etc. But over a year ago, like probably in 2016 or 2017 was the last time I did one of these streams, was that I did a series called Learn to Fight, in which I played Cammy online because I know how to play Cammy. And what I would do is I would explain my mindset as I was playing the match to try to help people understand how you're supposed to think, how you're supposed to approach matches, and and also just kind of give you an idea of like just how people are assessing data. A lot of people have told me before the Learn to Fight series was something that was very useful to them, that they enjoyed watching how someone was thinking during the match. So it's basically like me commentating my own match while I play aloud, which is easier said than done a lot of the times because I have my own flaws, I have my own faults, and I get salty a lot. So sometimes I just stop commentating because I get salty, but that's all part and parcel of the entire project. So we're gonna do that again, and we're gonna bring it back. And the way that I used to do it is that every time I started playing, I would always talk about what my goals were for this particular session, right? So what are my natural weaknesses? My natural weaknesses is that I am terrible at anti-air, right? I've always been terrible at anti-air, and I will probably always be terrible at anti-air until I really just figure out the right way to change my mindset, right? So that's always going to be a problem. So I'm going to be trying to anti-air as much as I can, and we'll see what happens. I'll probably miss it a bunch of times. More importantly, though, one of the things that I've been doing recently in a recent casual session that I was playing is that Street Fighter V comes down mainly, largely to the Street Fighter V RPS, which of course is the throw, the attack, or the shimmy game, right? That's the Street Fighter V RPS. Throw, attack, shimmy. It's very, very important to remember about Street Fighter V. So let me just, I think I have them all set up. Let me see. I'll just record them anyways. So let me do a wake up. Let me do wake up actions, actually. That's probably the better way to do it. So the wake up actions here we're gonna set up here are going to be tech throw. Whoops, I missed. Actually, you know what? That's fine because no, let's do it again. Let's do it one more time. Man, okay. I'm doing it too late. Weirdly enough, in this thing, start mashing it early, and that's usually. Does it not tell me that it's reversal when I throw? Okay, fine. I'm gonna do wake up attack. There's wake up attack, and then I'm gonna do wake up block. Alright, so I just did those three right there, right? So the reason why these are so important here as options is that wake up throw will beat, for example, meaty throw. Whoops, let me put them on normal recovery. Does he not have that on there? Did I not get this? He is not throwing. Alright, let's try recording that again, shall we? There we go. Okay, reversal throw. So I've got reversal throw on, so he should wake up with a throw now. There we go. So basically, if I try to throw when it gets up, he techs, right? So that's one of the rock, paper, scissors options. If you expect I'm going to throw you, you tech. The next option is attack when you get up. So that's attack when you get up. So if I can hit you like this, right? So if you expect I'm going to shimmy, or if I'm going to try to throw, sometimes you can actually beat me with a wake up button. So as the attacker, my option is to do a perfect meaty attack and I get the counter hit. So that's another option right there. The last wake up option is just to block, which basically defeats the shimmy because you don't do anything that's vulnerable, or you block on my meaty, and of course the way that the wake up option works, if you wake him up as meaty, it won't work. I mean, I guess what I could do is set him to after first attack here, and then you'll see that since he's not doing anything, he will block my attack, right? So block is to beat meaty attack. So this is the Street Fighter V RPS. One of the reasons why that I feel like showing Cammy in particular in the Learn to Fight series is because she's really, really good at playing Street Fighter V. She has great walk speed, she has great footsies, she doesn't have a lot of shenanigans, she's very straightforward. She'll teach you not to jump a lot. Like, you'll watch me play and I won't actually be jumping a lot. Now, she does have a dive kick which makes her jump a little bit more viable than other characters, but in general you should not be jumping. So overall it's these three options, and Cammy has to play that a lot. Now when I play Cammy, I have a lot of trouble really exacting Street Fighter RPS. There's something about the way that I play that gives away my Street Fighter V RPS a lot. So there's a couple of things that you can do. For example, when I ended my Learn to Fight series with Cammy previously, one of the things that I learned to do is if I was gonna throw someone, I wanted to juke a little bit. I wanted to like not move so determinedly straight forward to throw, because that's almost kind of obvious, and a lot of times if you juke like this, that's just enough to trick someone into thinking you're gonna crouching punch, so they go into supreme block mode, and that's what actually lets you in. Another problem that I've really discovered about the way that I play the frame trap game basically is if I set him to guard all, I try to play frame trap game like this. I try to play frame trap game by doing this all day, but I'm always using middle punch. This is one of my biggest problems. Medium punch does have a lot of startup compared to light punches, which are 3 frames, right? So I'm always doing like, try to pretend and then do this, and I get hit a lot while walking forward. What I need to learn how to do is learn how to use standing light punch and do this. And basically, since it's 3 frames, I can walk further and interrupt your buttons a lot better. I do not do this enough, and this is something that I'm going to learn how to do. So if I do this, I can walk up and do that, and my jab will actually hit people out of buttons a lot more often. Not only that, but if you watch, and if I turn on counter hit, standing light punch on counter hit is +6, which links into crouching medium punch. So basically, if I get good enough, I can actually counter hit and get a confirm into a knockdown. That's basically the way that it's going to work here. So that's what I need to do. I need to do frame traps and then stand jabs like that. So basically, I need to be like, oh, okay, and then I get you, and then I keep putting them in the blender at that point in time. So that's one of the things I'm going to try to practice, is when they block my medium, to walk forward and use light punches a little bit more. I do not use light punches enough. So, but yes, that is what I call the RPS. So thank you, Ho Muffin, for the subscription. Much appreciated, sir. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing here online, is try to learn to use the light punches a little bit more. Apply settings, because backing out doesn't work, and then continue to play. And if you guys aren't familiar with this series, like I said, I'm going to be talking about my mindset. So one of the first things that you want to do when you play fighting is just have a good idea of what your character's supposed to do. In this case, Cammy, she's just a character that you want to get in someone's face and blow them up with the Street Fighter RPS. She's one of the best at the Street Fighter RPS because her walk speed is so good, and all of her knockdown combos lead you into perfect meaty situation like that. Off of a heavy drill like this, a forward dash is perfect timing to blow up meaties against wake up 3 frames. So that's just generally the idea, but again, as I'm playing, I'm going to try to commentate my own matches, etc., etc., and we'll see how this goes. And you know, people are jumping up in here, and you see that my rank is only at Ultra Silver right now. Playing Sagat and Zangief haven't done me well. Okay, so here's a great match here to start with. Zangief. A lot of people consider that Zangief actually can fight Cammy and beat Cammy. I think it's 50-50 matchup. Cammy just has to be really good at standing medium kick. Really maybe be careful of Thunderstorm and just really have your anti-air on point. You really have to have your anti-air on point. If you don't, you're going to get yourself destroyed. Because if Zangief jumps in, then you are dead. And Zangief is very good this season. So that's going to be a lot of medium kicks, a lot of standing fierces. Just to kind of play this and make sure that I have my anti-air on point. So every time I whip a button, I'm thinking anti-air. That's what I'm thinking. And then I'm trying to whiff punish there. Okay, I'm backdashing out of here. I did try to anti-air, I just missed. There we go. But you can't be scared to go after meaty Zangief. You can't be scared to meaty Zangief either, because Zangief doesn't have any good wake-ups. Now, when he jumps from that far away, I should try using heavy kick as an anti-air, because that'll reach pretty well. Whoops. Ah! Let's see, this is what I want to do to try to keep him out. Oh, too far. Okay, got my anti-air on point, because that's all I'm thinking right now. I'm just thinking anti-air, and this is all I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna do anything extraordinary to try to fight this fight. It's just gonna be medium kicks. He hasn't tried a Thunderstorm yet, so I'm not gonna lose a ton of life. But it's really hard for him to jump over crouching medium kick or standing medium kick and hit me while I'm in recovery. And then I'm just gonna do a few whiff option selects like this, just to hit him at the whiff of a button. See, you know, you notice that time he pokes right away after my two mediums, right? So that means after one medium, I'm gonna have the chance to be able to get in a little bit. I'm being really nuisance to him right now. He is not enjoying this at all. Oh boy! Oh, that was a mistake. So I should be able to get in for the throw because he didn't do anything. He was waiting till 2 buttons. So that's how I knew I could get that throw in there, right? Because last time I did 2 buttons and then an immediate jab. So he knows it's a frame trap. So he's not hitting any buttons in between standing medium punch, crouching medium punch. So that time I used that. So he blocked it twice. He blocked medium punch, crouching medium punch twice. I built up on that knowledge data so that I can actually get the throw in, right? And again, this is what you got to do when you play these matches. You're building up that pattern. So now we've had frame trap, and throw. So now the mind game is beginning for him. So now he has to try to figure out, am I going to try to throw again or am I going to stagger? So I could probably shimmy him now after I get SPD, but it's a light SPD. Backdash after light SPD, because at light SPD he's -2 when he dashes forward. He can't actually do anything. There it was. Oh, okay, he didn't do anything. So I can throw him again maybe next time. So keep that in mind. I can throw him again next time probably. Every time I do that standing fierce, I'm buffering, and he caught me with the SPD, but light SPD again. Backdash out of the way, because he's -2. The only way you can punish that is if he tries a standing roundhouse or perhaps all right, this is just me to get out of the corner here, but I hit him, so I'm just gonna keep going. Ay-ya-ya! This is not good. Oh, I'm just gonna hit him with this then, okay. I didn't quick rise, he thought I was gonna oh, he's using V-trigger too. Holy crap. If he jumps at me, I can uppercut super right now. So that's what I'm going to try to do if he jumps at me. Oh my god, the range on that. Okay, so what's happening now is I'm losing to knee into SPD because I'm not hitting a lot of buttons. That means I've just got to hit more buttons, basically. But if he jumps, I'm going to uppercut super him because I'm too close. Okay, see, I got hit by that again. Oh, jeez, where's my super? I wanted a super there because I had such a meter lead that I just kind of wanted to that I just want to scare him. I tried to uppercut and he actually beat my uppercut. I'm gonna do that because I knew he was kind of desperate at that situation. He really wants the so I'm gonna wait for the knee now. I'm gonna wait for the knee because it's gonna come eventually. But now see, now that I'm concentrating on the knee, I can't uppercut. I was too far! That was not what I wanted. I can't jump. Where's my combo? That's bad. I just totally dropped my combo. Alright. Right, so I'm too focused on the jump, so I get the knee into SPD. And then when I'm focusing on the knee into SPD, what happens is that he gets the jump on me. So that's the whole mix-up here of Zangief. So I'm going to go for the throw again, because last time he blocked, so I'm going to go for a meaty and then get out of there. How the hell did he reach me? Holy crap. I didn't do a wake-up. Why did I do a wake-up? That's such a mistake. Shimmy him? Oh no, he just did jab. Okay, so he is not a throw techer, he is a jabber. So I can stagger and try to frame trap him instead. So watch out for me. Yep, there it was. So that time I had the reaction in time. So he's probably gonna jump eventually. Yep, and I was gonna cancel the super right there. So the reason why I felt like he was gonna jump eventually is because he was getting beaten on the ground and I was beating his knee. So I was actually stopping the knee, so I felt like the jump was coming. So now I was concentrating on the jump because I figured that was gonna happen, and sure enough, it did, right? He eventually jumped right there, and then I was able to uppercut him, so. And it could very well be lag. You never know. You never know, because that's just the way it works. So, was that you, Soul Connection? That was just playing, or are you just saying or are you just saying good games right there? So, but for me on my end, the lag wasn't there. That fight felt great. So I felt that was great right there. So, that was someone you know, Zenryoku. But again, that's kind of the idea here. So one of the things that you want to learn, well, I'm back to playing my waifu just for the educational point because I'm not learning Cammy. So I can actually play and teach at the same time, whereas when I play characters that I'm trying to learn, I can't teach worth shit, basically. So I want to see if I can get back there. So, oh, well, Pepe Silva, I got to high gold one time at one point in time, but then I started playing other characters and I fell all the way back down because I didn't know how to use a lot of those characters. So I did get to platinum. I played Zangief for fun in season like 3 at the beginning, and I lost a bunch of life. And then I died. Okay, so now this is going to be an interesting one here. Is this Akuma going to be aggressive, or is he going to be very calculated, right? So you got to watch out for Akuma. Is he going to be trying to be footsies? Is he going to jump up? Is he going to demon flip a lot? I kind of want to test to see what he does first. He is in Mexico, so I don't know how the connection is going to be, but we'll find out just a little bit. And what I usually do in these fights is that I backdash at the start of the match because I want to see if the opponent is going to come after me or then all of a sudden start throwing fireballs to try to play a little bit more zony kind of careful game. I just want to get an assessment of what the player's like. So when you backdash, you kind of give them a free way in on you. So I just want to see what happens here. So, okay, so he backs, so he throws fireballs, okay, but then he jumps at me. Okay, so he's kind of both, and now he jumped at me again. So this is a good thing to notice here, is that, oh, geez, I walked into it because I thought it was a jump. That is a weakness of mine, for sure. Okay, he's probably going to jump again, and I didn't mean to jump. I have a problem where I'm jumping, and see, I have a problem in which I'm jumping a lot in these games for some reason these days. And I don't know if it's just the sitting position that I'm in now, because I'm playing in a different chair than I normally do. So I think that might actually be kind of the problem, is that I jump a lot by accident. Okay, he's already gone for that a bunch of times. He's a back roller and he's a button presser. So I'm gonna do that, wake up EX? No, nothing, okay. Surprise, but I have an EX uppercut now, which I know will kill him and go through the fireball, so that's what I'm gonna do. So instead of trying to do EX uppercut, he blocked. So that's good to know he hasn't EX uppercut yet. I was trying to bait that out. So let's see what happens now. He's gonna jump a lot, so I'm gonna try to air to air him. Not gonna work here. Okay, I thought he was gonna demon flip, but no demon flip. But he's probably gonna come in and I can get under there. So I'm trying to stay closer to him. Whoops, he just dropped his combo and I didn't get my drill. Okay, so I have my anti-air here. He was gonna jump over me, so I didn't wanna. I thought it was a jump again! I gotta stop that. So demon flip into throw again, or is he gonna try to go into the overhead? No, he did nothing. I am just gonna die to that move 70,000 times. Okay, that is fine. I have a really bad problem with that. So people who have watched me before know that I react to close-up jumps very badly, that I want to walk under them. So whenever I see Akuma do towards heavy punch, I think it's a jump, so I want to walk. And that always gets me killed. So he always goes into the demon flip there. Alright, so he's blocking, so I'm going to throw him. I'm going to counter hit him. Oh no, he didn't counter hit. He's going to EX to get himself out of there. He's going to jump again because he likes to do that. Finally EX, okay. So keep that in mind. So that's good to know. And now he's -2 after that, so I know I can hit a button. Before it used to be plus, which was a problem, so... okay. That was not a combo, but I'll take it. That's not a combo either. That's not a combo either. I tried to uppercut because I thought it was a jump, so I'm just going to get hit by that again. Alright, okay. Good stuff, James. I thought it was a jump again, so I'm just going to get hit by it again. Alright, now he's going to try to walk up and throw me, so I'm going to uppercut. He wanted to throw me because he wanted to stun me, so I'm just going to uppercut at that point.
You win.
Because last time he threw me and stunned me, so I'm just going to uppercut. Last time he was able to throw and stun me, so I'm going to uppercut. He might have been able to throw me with a proper meaty timing anyway, but I didn't think it was going to happen. So I just tried that anyway. So the main thing right now I'm dying to is towards heavy punch. That I can't really blame. That's just bad reaction on my part. And I just have to be smarter about it. I have to not let myself get killed by that. What the hell? I jumped? See? This time I knew he was going to go for it because he likes to go for it. And that time I actually had the proper punish. Like that. So now that I know he's gonna do that, I can actually punish him for doing that because it's been so successful for him. Now I can, oh, I should build meter. Whoops. That's one thing that I always forget to do is build meter. I always forget to build meter when I stun people, so I should be building I should be building meter that way, so. Okay, there we go. So now I'm punishing that towards heavy punch because I know it's something he wants to do a lot. And again, my EX can go through there. Ow, it hit me. Counter hit so I can confirm. Teleports out of there. It's probably going to towards heavy punch, yep. I'm just playing defensive because he hasn't thrown me yet. I have no fear yet because he hasn't thrown me yet. And I'm just trying to stay away from... Oh, Jesus. Okay, that actually hit me out of a button. So that was the alternate use of it, basically. So that was fine. Back roll out of there. Oh, regular uppercut. And he's dead. So the way that I'm playing this Akuma, it's very clear that towards heavy punch and jump air fireball are his main go-tos. So I'm just trying to stay close up and be aware of both of them. I'm looking for towards heavy punch and reacting to the jump now, because the towards heavy punch requires more anticipation than the jump air fireball. So there you go.
You've got a 5-win streak in ranked match.
So again, you see how when I'm playing it, is every time anything happens, it's building information. I got hit by towards heavy punch a bunch of times in one round, so I was like, he likes that move. So then I could use it to take to my advantage. If you just get hit by it and go, oh, I got hit by it, and then forget about it, you lose a tool in your arsenal. You lose an ability to be able to do the damage that you want to do. So that's kind of one of the things that you want to do. That's what you want to make sure of. So he was jumping an air fireball. That gave me free EX uppercut. He was trying to towards fierce. That gave me free crouching strong to punish the towards heavy punch. And thank God that it wasn't laggy, because otherwise I would have gotten fucked up by that towards heavy punch. But I was able to punish it on time, because the lag was not bad at all that particular match. So I think I look like a whoa. This guy just quit on me. He rage quit before it started. Okay. I look like a lot of people's dads, actually. I look kind of like Nobuo Uematsu. I also look like Iron Chef French. Like, those are two guys. And I also look a little bit like Hironobu Sakaguchi, actually. Like, Hironobu Sakaguchi and Nobuo Uematsu combined kind of look like me. And kind of Iron Chef French. But that's because they all look like my dad, so it's just kind of like this combination thing right there. So this is a UIU hoodie. This is an official UIU hoodie. So this is UIU U18. So shout outs to UIU for giving me a free hoodie at one point in time. I believe this was at Evo last year. They just gave me a hoodie, so I'm just kind of repping them. Laura. Okay, I die to Laura. I die to all command throw characters, okay? So I'm just letting you know this ahead of time. I die to command throw characters because I get thrown like a sad rag doll, okay? So I'm like super scared right now. Laura, sweep her thunderclaps, and when she knocks you down, pray. Pray a lot. Pray a lot, basically. So, I'm going to try to footsie her, try to prevent her from jump at me, and if I get command thrown or knocked down, I cry and I die every time. Oh. So, there's that pressure from Laura right there. Oh, that jump kick was way further than I thought, and that crouching medium kick is good. Okay, back roll. Too much walking forward. I haven't had a chance to, and there's a little bit of lag here, okay? So there is a little bit of lag. You can see in the way she moves. There's not a lot of smooth transitions between her walking forward and her walking backwards. So that's a problem here. So let's get in here. Oh, I get free damage. Okay, she did normal quick rise. So that's something I gotta be aware of. So she jumped right there. She might be in a jumping mood. Okay, lag, I can't counter that. So now she hits buttons. So see, I did medium again, which I shouldn't be doing. I shouldn't be doing medium. I should be trying to walk up and jab. Oh, that was supposed to be dead for me. Ah, okay, yeah, she should have been able to combo that because she had her V trigger activated. So, but whenever I play matches that have slight lag like this, my brain shuts down. It's so hard for me to play in matches like this, so I'll see what I can do. Okay, so thrown. Okay, that's a proper meaty. That's smart. She charged that up. Ow. That should be punishable, but I was too far, and I did not jump there. And I did not V-reversal, but sure, what the hell. Oh, God. Counter hit. Quick rise, counter hit again. Let's go for the throw this time. What a tech! Are you serious? You teched? Oh my God, you are the best Laura ever. Okay, I will just respect that, actually. Hit again, let's do it again. Oh, back roll that time, okay. She hadn't back rolled in a while, so that was good on her part. Whoops, just in case. Oh, no. Okay, that worked that time. She doesn't know how to punish that properly. What the hell? Block into hit all of a sudden. Okay, actually, she's in chip range right now. If I can just get her to activate V-trigger. I just want her to raw activate V. Oh my God, I just got hit. I wanted her to activate raw V-trigger so that I could chip her to death with uppercut into super. But there's just no way you can see the startup of that when literally 3 or 4 of the frames of its startup is literally not there on your screen because of lag. I mean, because that thing is minus 17 now, so you can destroy that thing.
Fight.
So there's definitely some lag. What the hell? So this is where I die a lot. Okay, so now she's mixing up between her different rises, which is what's good right now. This is how she's doing a good job messing me up. Is that she's doing both different kinds of rises. Wow! See, I couldn't even tell any of these buttons are hitting or not. Like, I might have been able to confirm that crouching medium kick in the drill, but it went block hit, and so like I can't even figure out if it's actually gonna work or not. It's one of those things that makes it super hard to figure out what's happening on this kind of play, and I didn't do that. Oh my god! Oh, see, this is the problem when you play against when I play against Laura. He never command threw me, so I should have just blocked a bunch. But I was so scared of the command throw at some point in time that I was just gonna get hit by it. Like I said, I can't fight command throw characters to save my life, because as soon as you have a command throw, I just become super terrified, and like I can't play Street Fighter anymore at all. And when it's laggy like that, it's really, 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 really hard to tell when I can confirm anything. I cannot tell when I can confirm anything or not. I forgot to use that option to switch over to the characters that I just faced, because I probably do need to study Laura just a little bit more and figure out why I couldn't counter poke in a lot of those situations. Because I know not all of those buttons were plus. Like, I know standing medium kick isn't plus. And then I also, whenever she cancels into Thunderclap, I should be able to fight her, right? So let's do some tests with Laura here. Let's do some tests with Laura here. And so we're going to turn this off for a second. So let's actually test some stuff with Laura over here. So what I'm going to do here is playback recording just so I can test this here, right? Oh shoot, you know what? I hate this about this. There needs to be a way just to like change the character you're using without having going to character select. They should just have it so you can just flip it, and now I'm Laura and she's Cammy because it's all already loaded, and then you should just be able to flip back. That is definitely an option that needs to be here, because if I set this to guard all, yeah, see, I can't even set it to guard all, unfortunately. Alright, you know what? Right, heavy punch and medium kick are not, for sure, but I'm just trying to figure out, like, I can't, like, it was her crouching medium kick that I was blocking and I couldn't counter poke. It just might not be as negative as I thought, and I might, again, have too much of an affinity for medium punch buttons, where I should actually be counter poking with light buttons instead. I'm not counter poking with lights enough. I'm always trying to counter poke with crouching medium punch. I should probably use my standing light punch a lot more. So I should be doing that a lot more, but I'm not, and that's the problem. So here we go. So if we set myself to all guard here, so that's +1, that's +3, that's fine, that's obvious. +3, +2. So all these buttons are her turn right here. So this into this is her turn here. Heavy punch -2, obviously, -2. So they're all safe, right? Heavy kick is -4. Crouching medium kick is -1. So I should be able to counter poke, but see, that's the problem right there, is that she was countering with standing light punch. I was trying to counter with crouching medium punch. And therein lies my weakness right there, is my love of medium punches. That's a 6-frame button, right? So if I set that to a 6-frame button, and I do this, and I do this, her jab is gonna beat me. So I cannot take my turn back off of this, right? So I'm gonna lose to this because That is -1, but her standing light punch is 3 frame startup. So basically she needs 4 frames to make it come out. My crouching medium punch is 5 or 6 frames, and as a result, her 4 frames beats my 5/6 frames. And so me trying to hit medium punch after her crouching medium kick will get me killed every single time. What I should be doing is standing light punch or crouching light punch, because then you see now I beat her. So what I have to do is when I'm counter poking, counter poke with light punches, not medium punches, one of the things that I need to do. So I need to be very careful of that. Now standing medium kick is a dangerous one because she puts herself at a range where things whiff like that. So let's try standing light punch and see how that looks. Yeah, okay, so standing light punch is better here. So even after crouching light punch, it's probably still the best one to do, yeah. So even at a trade, I'm okay with that, right? So why is this trading though? That's weird. It might be trading because of range, actually. So if I do it at up close, or is my light punch, standing light punch, 4 frames? I thought my standing light punch was the 3 frame button, but no, I think I have it backwards. I always get it backwards, which is which. Standing light punch is my 4 frames. Crouching light punch is my 3 frames. So that's the one that I should be using more. Yeah, so standing light punch is 4 frames. So that's -1 plus 3, which is 4. Since my light punch is 4, that's going to be a trade. So against Laura, I should be doing that. However, if I block knee, that's -2. So she won't be able to beat me unless she has a 5 frame, unless she has a 6 frame medium button. Okay, so if I block standing medium kick, I should just immediately go into stand jab. So that's how I get my turn back here. Block standing medium kick, jab, right? That's how you want to do it. Block a standing medium kick, jab. Block a crouching medium kick, crouching jab, because standing jab will trade. Now obviously, even if I do crouching light punch, let's just do this one here. So even if I actually do, oh, it's always been -2. So, well, it was minus, yeah, you're right. Isn't it -4? No, it's -2. It's -2. Okay, so it's -2. So even at maximum range, though, I'm not going to be able to hit her. And so she can actually just beat me by hitboxes, basically. So I shouldn't do that if she hits me with the tip of crouching medium kick. But if she hits me with the tip of crouching medium kick, that's my signal to get out of here. Because in this situation right here, what that actually sets up for me is if she hits me at the tip of crouching medium kick, I should be able to backdash, right? So if I ever block crouching medium kick at the tip like that, there's really not much she's going to be able to do unless she chases me. Unless she has a read and tries to chase me or something like that, right? And tries to come at me, but you see it's still out of range. But there's no button that she has that can actually get me. So if I ever block that, I have a free backdash, but let's see what happens if she... Okay, she cancels it into this. Okay, so that's just a true block string. So that's okay then. And then if I ever block this move, low jab, because that's -2 and it's always gonna be point blank. So if I ever block this, always low jab, -2, don't use medium punches. Don't use medium punches. Back medium punch for Cammy has less range than any other button that she has. That move has very, very terrible range. Which is good, because it's designed to be that way. Because if it wasn't terrible range, that button would be way too good. Way too good. So from at this range, that's not hitting anything. Oh, it'll priority beat her light punch. If I don't do anything, yeah, it's fine. But if she's close enough, it'll priority beat it. That's what's happening. Okay, so she's punching into there. Okay, that's what's happening. But for the most part, like from ranges like that, and see that's, actually that should not have lost. Why is that losing? Oh, it just doesn't have the active frames are too low is what it is, I think it is. Yeah, the active frames are too low, so she's far away enough. She's actually just gonna beat me because my hurt box is wider than my hit box, and she just beats me there like that. But for up close medium kick, yeah, that will definitely beat it. If she does crouching medium kick, that'll beat it as well. because that'll beat Laura's fastest move. Oh, look at that. If she crouching light kicks, it misses, and that's the danger right there. So if she does nothing, oh, if she just stands up, that's kind of a call out though. Oh no, I can crouch from, yeah, so if I'm this close and I stand up, it might miss, and then she could whiff punish me. It's not worth the risk trying. The light punches are a lot more safe to use. And like I said, at these ranges anyway, you can just backdash. So that's the safe thing. So this is kind of one of the things that you have to do to learn how to fight a character. If you get blown up by a character who's doing crazy things next to you and blowing you up all day, and you're not sure how to get out of there, you had better make sure you come in here and train against these characters like this. So that's -1. So if I block this from this range, I'm out of there, even if she fireballs, right? Like this fireball, I'm out of there. She can't do anything about it. If she does volt charge like that, then I'm -2, and then I counter with the low jab afterwards. If she walks up to me and does crouching medium punch, she's plus, so don't do anything at all, right? So at that point in time, I want to do nothing. I have to respect it, and then I just have to play the throw or not game, and that's the dangerous part. So that's just Laura. That again is Street Fighter V, right? So if I block this or if I block this, she's +2, so she should be able to beat me. But you notice how far crouching medium punch hits her, puts her? The push block on crouching medium punch is so far that she gets nothing off of it. So if you ever block crouching medium punch, you're safe to block. And this is where Street Fighter V becomes difficult, because now you have to be able to react to the difference between this, between this, between this, between this, between this, between this. You have to know how to react to the difference of every single one of those at the blink of an eye. And this is where Street Fighter V difficulty comes from, right? Right, so they do this into standing medium punch, is to whiff punish your button basically afterwards. So if you actually do a counter button, so if I actually try to stand light punch, she should be able to beat me, right? So that's the situation. So they want to do this because they want you to hit a button and lose basically. But if you know this, if you actually have the knowledge of this, that every time you block crouching medium punch, she can't throw you, there's no fear. But now the whole trick is, can you tell the difference between crouching medium punch, standing medium punch, and standing fierce consistently, right? So that's all you have to do, is just learn how to recognize these moves, right? So there you go. So at this range over here, she can only get me with that. So that is what you're going to have to watch out for, is Laura's doing this into EX to try to chase you down if you block afterwards. So that's just the one thing that you're going to have to be cognizant of, right? So that's the most risky thing. But then a lot of Laura's also like to do this. So that's -5, that's -5. So that's actually not good at all. Huh. So they're only off of crouching medium kick? Yeah, so it's only off of max range crouching medium kick that she has a real threatening situation where that's plus, right? So that was plus frames right there. So you should never let her get away with this, nor let her get away with that, or get away with this. So that's -5. So if that's -5, you should definitely be countering with light punch. After you block fireball at a close range, definitely be countering with light punch like that, right? So if she does this, oh, don't hit a button there. So, you know, if you see that, and what am I gonna do? Let's do it that way. That's not a true block string. I can't get it to be a true block string, so you just have to do this. So if you ever block the fireball, make sure you challenge with standing light punch. Just challenge with standing light punch. However, yes, like Eli Hendricks is saying, you can attack in between the two or backdash, right? So if I actually just set myself up to backdash, if she ever does this in the fireball, I should be able to, oh, is that a frame? Oh, that's the wrong one, that's right. That's the one, right? Yeah, okay, so if she ever does this, you can always backdash. So if you start to see her go into a fireball, try to backdash, and she's still plus. So Cammy is still plus, oh no, yeah. Even after the backdash, Cammy is +8, really? Holy shit. Huh. The only way to low profile that would be potentially to sweep. So let's see. The only button that Cammy has that makes it under the fireball is the sweep. So let's actually see what happens here. The problem with this is this is dangerous because if you do this and she doesn't throw a fireball, you're basically dead, right? So let me see if I do. Yeah, it's too close. It's too close. I'm not gonna be able to low profile it. If it's here, maybe. Yeah, see, I get a trade that way at max range like this. So it beats the EX. It trades with the light. It beats medium, and it beats heavy. So if she ever max range does this, and you are willing to call that out, you can definitely sweep it, and it will even beat the light one at certain ranges. However, if she's too close, you will lose, and then you will die basically. So what does she combo off of that? Let's see. That doesn't work. Wow, she can't combo anything from that range? That's interesting. Okay. She's only +2. She's only +2. That's really good to know. But the thing that you have to be careful of is that, right? You have to be careful of getting caught like that. So that's what you have to be wary of in that situation. So how does a call out differ from read or reaction? Call out basically is if you don't have enough time for a read or a reaction. So in my opinion, you might be able to react to this if you're totally waiting for it. If you're totally looking for this, you can read this and that would be a proper punish. However, if you have trouble reading this, if it's too fast, then that to me is just a call out that yes, I just think you're gonna fireball and I'm just gonna sweep. I'm not 100% sure if this is reactable or not, or I could test it. I could definitely test to see how reactable it is. But then you have to keep in mind so many things like this. Is she gonna fireball? If she doesn't, then I gotta backdash. If she does, then I've got, you know, there's too many things to keep in mind. So a lot of times for me, I feel like it would be a call out situation because you've got so many things to react to. It's literally impossible for your brain to react to all of it. So you don't want to react to, so if you just sit there and try to react to 100% of what Laura's doing, you will die. You will die because there'll be too much mix up. So I call it a call out because in my mind, I don't think it's a true reactable situation. So a read is, I guess, yeah, you're calling out a read. I guess it kind of can be the same as a read as well. But a read, sometimes I'm just like, he's gonna jump, and then he jumps, and then I uppercut him. That's to me what feels like a read. Or yeah, he's gonna towards heavy punch. I'll just wait till I'll bait out Akuma's towards heavy punch, and I'll punish it properly. That to me is a read. A read is so much more advanced of reaction or a call out. To me, a read is literally I just know what you're gonna do. A call out is I don't know exactly what you're gonna do, but this is just my bet. I'm betting this on that. So that's the difference for me between a read and a call out. So could be, that'll just depend on who you talk to and their opinions and stuff like that. So there you go. So let's see, what else more do I want to test here? So after her standing medium kick, which is -2, this basically has absolutely no way to be canceled. So you might as well just poke with a standing light punch. Block this, poke with a light punch. Block this, poke with a standing light punch. Block this, get the hell out of there, backdash. Block this, get the hell out of there, right? So even if she does this, it's a true block string, and then if she does this, jabber. So if you see crouching medium kick, backdash the hell out of there. If you see crouching medium punch, do nothing, and get ready for that move right there. Get ready for EX throw. So if you block this, get ready for that. If she does standing medium punch, pray. This is the scariest one right here, right? So that's gonna be the scariest one right here, is the standing medium punch here, because she's +3 and she can blow you up for hitting buttons. So everybody in Street Fighter V has this button practically. For Cammy, it's standing medium punch. For Laura, it's standing medium punch. For Karin, it's crouching medium punch. Almost everybody has this button that is +2 or 3, and once you block it, it is time to play Street Fighter V. So this is Street Fighter V playing time right here, right? Because she could do that, she could, if she was close enough, she could throw me, etc., etc. So if you block this move, it is time to be scared. So this is the move that you have to be scared of. Also, obviously, light punches, but that's only +1, and standing light kick, which is +3. So these are scary buttons here that you have to deal with. So if Laura does this, if she does jab, light kick, or medium punch, those are the buttons where you just have to just play the RPS and be smart about it, mix it up, try to uppercut every once in a while, EX uppercut to get them scared, backdash to get away from throws, etc., etc. That's what you have to deal with, basically. And you know, say no weebs to say no to weebs says it on in the chat, and basically, yeah, that's Street Fighter V, medium Fighter V. You just gotta play it. That's the Street Fighter RPS. Reads conditioning and applied science in Street Fighter once. Almost the entire FGC uses the term read differently than other sports, interestingly enough. That's interesting. Okay. But yeah, that's basically it right there. So the other thing too is that this is -2, always jab afterwards. That's -7, so this is very counterable. But the question is, you know, so I've talked about this. This is another weakness that I personally have, okay? This is a weakness that I personally have, is I don't recognize what moves look like. To me, moves are an attack direction, they're an attack angle, and they're a danger space. So Laura's Volt Charge here is a danger space in front of my face. That's all it is. It is an attack, and she comes at you with some sort of elbow or something like that. Until this very second, and this is not a lie, until this very second, I did not know there was a difference in animation between the light and the medium Volt Charge. Because I've never noticed it. I've literally never noticed the difference in animation. So if she goes to your stomach, if she goes to your ribs, if she goes to your gut, that's the light one. If she goes more for the head, that's the punishable one. So I have to learn to react to those two. So if I see this one, I jab. If I see this one, I punish. And again, I have literally never seen the difference between those moves. That's just a weakness of mine. The angle is very hard to tell, but it is there. It is there. And also, look for the largy swish. So the big swishy lines, right? Light is medium swishy lines, tiny little swishy lines, swishy line. And then medium is biggie swishy line. Rah! So like mini swishy line, big swishy line. So that might be a better way to tell, is look for the size of the swishy lines, basically. Yeah. So look for the swishy lines there. And again, for me, this is a weakness of mine that I have always had. This is why I have trouble playing Tekken, because I can't recognize the difference between half of the moves from most characters because they all look kind of the same. And so I actually, until this very second, never noticed there was a difference between these two elbows. And not only that, I never knew there was a difference between Birdie's EX headbutt and Birdie's EX bullhorn, even though bullhead and bullhorn, even though they look extremely different. One goes this way, the other goes this way, and yet they looked exactly the same to me because they were head attacks that slid forward and made EX flashes. And there is a weakness of mine that I need to get over. And then also, if she does this, she's fucked because she's -17. Goodbye, Laura. She is getting a knee bullet to the stomach. Hwarong PTSD, right? Right. See, that's the thing. Never knows best. He's just a big yellow blob when he does any EX. You apparently have the exact same problem that I do. There are a lot of people out there who notice what the move actually is and what it's actually doing so much better than I do. And they just can see it clearly. Even David, who like never notices these things, can tell the difference super clearly between Birdie's moves. That's why on commentary, every time that move gets blocked, you'll notice that I don't say anything. Because I can't tell which one it is and which one, like, if it's punishable or not sometimes. because my brain didn't process which one it is. It's really, really bad. And Sora, I wish I could use age as a way to blame it. I really, really wish that age was the reason for me not being able to tell which one it is. So this is EX Bullhorn. He slides with his head down and he makes his head go up, right? And Bullhead, he slides with his head up and comes down and even hits twice. But for some reason, I just have a hard time telling the difference. Also because in V-Trigger, they change a little bit, right? Yeah, so there's more hits there, and then you could totally tell the difference, but in my brain, I couldn't for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why that causes me so much problem. So there you go, very punishable. Not only that, but EX Bullhorn is minus 21? Jesus Christ. That move is minus 21. That's minus 5. So this is the one that you have to be scared of. So if you block headbutt, just make sure you don't try to counter it, because that's 5. But if you ever block this thing, please kill it to the extent that it deserves to die. So, EX Bullhorn is minus 21. EX Bullhead is minus 5. So there you go. Is it a cross counter punish? No, it's not, because there's no counter hit there. I should be getting crush counter there, but it is not. Is it just the regular Bullhorn that's that way? No, it's not. Okay, so then neither of them are crush counter. Can Cammy see a minus 5 moves? Yes, she could absolutely do that. She should be able to blow that up for free with the medium one, I would imagine. So if I set her recovery action on 5, and I did this. Peace. Oh no, really? Okay, heavy one might work. The heavy one angle might actually work better. This is actually really good to know, actually. I did not reversal that. Let's record it again. So the heavy one, since it travels further, faster, I will imagine this one works. There you go. So the reason why it didn't work on the medium one is because it travels downward, so it takes one more extra frame to hit me, and it's too slow. But if I just do the heavy one, that'll actually hit me like that. So, oh yeah, she can critical art everything, dude. It's one of the things that you don't see Cammys do enough, and I don't think Cammys think about it enough. Obviously, as a Cammy player, I'm obviously not thinking about it enough. But there you go. So this is just how you... If you fight a character online and you have trouble beating them, this is how you learn to fight them. So if I fight another Laura, I have a lot more information under my belt instead of blocking everything and panicking and freaking out and going, what am I supposed to do? And of course, my other weakness, which I really need to fix, which is stop hitting medium punch buttons to counter poke everything, James. Why do you only use medium punch buttons? Why do you do that? I don't know, but I've got to learn how to hit light punches in situations where I am +1 and +2. That is what I need to learn how to do. And so what I actually could do here, let's just see if I can actually do this. Yes, Cammy is super, super dry. She is like oatmeal. She is like wall paint. She just needs to be, she's dry as hell, and you just have to know how to fight her, basically. So let's do this. Let me turn off the battle settings again really quick. Apply setting. Let me record dummy. So let's do this. Let's record number 1 and have her do like that. And then I am going to, yes, set this back to dummy, reset. And I'm going to record. So record number 2, and then do this, like so. And then we are going to go here and go playback settings, off of here, display recording playback info off, so we don't see that. And then we do this and go like this. Okay. Oh no, I'm dead. No, it's not reactable. Yeah, it's not reactable. Maybe it is, but... well, maybe it is, actually. So if I hit back once... oh no, it's really hard. Otherwise, most likely I'm just, yeah, see... it's really hard to react. I'm sure there is a human out there who could do this, but I am not that human. So if she does that a lot, I could sweep it. See, yeah, I can't do it. I actually can't do it. I personally, as a human, I do not have those reaction abilities to be able to do both. I can't backdash the nothing and sweep the fireball. I will not have that ability to do it, so. Okay, let's get back into the matches, shall we? But again, if you are losing to a character like that and you are not sitting back and spending some time to research the character when you're losing, that is a problem. So again, let's review. Let's see if we can remember. If I block Laura standing light punch, standing light kick, or standing medium punch, I play Street Fighter V. That's just it. There's no answer to those situations. I play Street Fighter V. You gotta deal with it. Welcome to Street Fighter V. If I block crouching medium punch, I do nothing because she is not in range for throw. If I block crouching medium kick, I counter with, I either, if I'm close enough, I low jab. If I'm far away, I backdash. If I block standing medium punch, standing medium kick. If I block standing medium kick, I jab. If I block heavy punch, I jab. If I block heavy kick, I jab or I get out of there if the range is too far. So you got to remember all these different things. You have to remember all these different things and really understanding all that stuff. And never knows best is absolutely right. Getting good at Street Fighter V starts with getting good at teaching yourself, and that is a very important thing. But in particular, getting good at Street Fighter V, so he says getting good at Street Fighter, which is true, but getting good at Street Fighter V is you have to understand the fundamentals of Street Fighter V RPS. If you do not understand the fundamentals of Street Fighter V RPS, you're just gonna get mad every time you get destroyed by someone who's forcing it on you over and over and over again. But if you play right and actually get to the point where you understand that that's the game and this is the game that you are playing, one, you won't get as mad when the guy is out RPSing you, and two, now you'll understand how to reverse RPS them. And you'll know what your options are. Because if they put you in a situation where you block this medium punch and she's +3 and now you have to play Street Fighter RPS, the thing about it is if you don't know how to counter all the options such as crouching medium kick to blow up the shimmy, do nothing to blow up the shimmy, hit buttons to blow up the throw attempt, or stuff like that. If you don't know the way to beat the actual RPS options, you're just gonna die because you're doing an unoptimal idea the whole entire time. Every time you get put into that situation, you have to know how to counter it, just like when I was fighting the Zangief earlier. When I made him block medium punch, crouching medium punch, I noticed he didn't do anything, so I he low jabbed, and so he's hitting button, right? But the thing is, the RPS came before that. The RPS was standing medium punch. I'm expecting him to hit a button so that I can counter hit him with crouching medium punch. He blocked. Next time, medium punch, low punch. He blocked again. So now the next RPS is medium punch, throw. So I did medium punch, throw, then I fought him again and I did medium punch, walk backwards, and he still jabbed. So he was still jabbing. He wasn't trying to tech my throws, so that's why I went back to medium punch and to throw again. So it's just, you have to understand that, and you have to build the storyline across your head. You have to build the story. If you're not remembering everything that you did up to that point against that particular opponent, if you're not building on the RPS storyline that you're telling, you are not going to succeed at Street Fighter V. You have to make sure that you are telling a story, that you are trying to lie to the opponent as much as possible. RPS is rock, paper, scissors. Yes, Kabakan, thank you, because sometimes I forget to explain that. Rock, paper, scissors. It is just the rock, paper, scissors that you're playing in Street Fighter V. It's why a lot of people like to say that the game is a very guess-heavy game, because it is. Once you're put in that situation, you have to play that guess. But the thing about it is when you're telling that story, it doesn't matter. So the very first time I do it, I am playing 100% a guess. But after the first time, I build information. After the second time, I build information. And by the third time, it's that much less of a guess. And as you keep building that story, that you're learning yourself, that they're telling you, that you're telling them, you gain that information and you should be able to fight them. That's the thing, is it feels bad at first. Like, this game is so guessy, but that's only if you don't understand the storytelling process of gameplay. As soon as you understand that, it works out well. Now, Cammy versus Guile. Problem match for me. I'm very impatient. I try to get in a lot and die. Once Cammy gets in, you really have to maintain the pressure, but Guile can zone you out. So I've always said this is a 5-5 matchup. Guile can zone you out really well. Sometimes Cammy can get in and destroy you. You just have to see what the Guile likes to do. Okay, he's not throwing a Sonic Boom. Okay, so he's a very non-Sonic Boomy Guile, so that's good to know. I will deal with that then. Okay, very aggressive Guile. See, he's not trying to throw Sonic Booms because that's just not how he is. Okay, see right there, that Sobat was at a range where I should have jabbed, but I used my medium punches because I'm a medium punch fanatic. Okay, quick rise, not a back roll. Keep that in mind. Oh my God! Okay, jumping at me and I'm not doing anything. And then I am not countering the knee. So what I'm expecting from this Guile is a Sonic Boom game, and he's not playing it. So he blew me up. So now I have to approach this from a very different standpoint. He likes to jump, and he likes to not Sonic Boom. So let's throw him, which I get nothing off of, except he did nothing, so I get the meaty. See, so now he quick rised. He quick rised again, but he decided to try to do that. And I failed to, what I failed to do there was build meter on the stun again. So now he doesn't like to throw Sonic Boom. So I'm not even going to be scared of the Sonic Boom. Instead, I'm just going to face him here. But again, what stories were told? Does he throw Sonic Booms? Does he quick rise or back roll? And thanks to that, I was able to win round 2. He likes to jump at me. Oh, and he sweeps too. So he's going to Sonic Boom after he jumps back. Okay, see, now he's going to a Sonic Boom game because he notices that I'm not jumping at him as much anymore. So he's doing this again, and then he still jumps at me. Oh, he actually baited me that time. So me, yep. Quick rise again. Oh, he is going to do that. He's going to jump. He's going to jump. Okay, not crouching medium kick. Yeah, see, this is a very frontal assault Guile, and then he likes the EX Sonic Boom in the middle of those. So I'm going to throw because he blocked last time. Then I'm going to go for meaty here. Get the pressure here. Okay, he ran away. He's going to EX Sonic Boom here. I'm trying to bait him into that. No, that was supposed to be drill, but that's punishable. Yep, and there we go. So he's always this quick rise Guile. So that's one story that I've gotten from this opponent already. He's quick rise Guile. He's not back rolling. And that was absolutely allowed to get me that hit right there. The lag wasn't too bad in there. It's weird, Never Knows Best. It's like a weird mix between it's harder and easier. I like doing it because it makes me think better. But it's hard because I have to, so he's not doing anything, right? So what I have to take advantage of is dashes now. So, okay, so now he's hitting buttons because he's recognized I'm trying to dash a lot. And then he's getting the free jump-ins because I'm so engrossed in this ground game, right? So So as long as I have that knee ready to go for him, see? He's done that before, so I was ready for it. But see, he's still doing the same thing. Wow. God damn it. Okay, stun, build meter. Stun, build meter. Well, I had full meter anyway. It's good. It's good.
Fight.
So he's jumping. I just have... Okay, punishable. Quick rise, hit him. Flash kick? Nope. Okay, so no flash kick this time. He's gonna jump. There we go. I have the anti-air. That's fine. I don't care. I'd rather eat that meter and then have him now have less resources. So, because it really, I mean, am I really that much in pain for getting hit by that? Not really. I didn't dive kick. That was weird. He wasn't charged. I can hit him. Quick rise again. Flash kick. Oh, no, he didn't flash kick. I'm very surprised. Okay, see? Now you see, like that first round he blew me up because I was expecting Sonic Boom. This guy never threw a Sonic Boom, right? So that was the story that he told. And all you're trying to do is just guess how the story ends every single time. As soon as you play someone, guess how the story ends. Guess how the story ends. You're that annoying guy. You're that annoying parent who's watching movies and goes, I bet this guy dies. Oh, you know what? I bet he's the bad guy. You're that person that, you know, the girlfriend or the boyfriend that you're watching Law and Order, CSI, and the whole time they're going like, that's the murderer. Oh, I guarantee you that's the bad guy. Oh, that's the thing. That's basically what you're doing, right? That's all you're doing when you're playing Street Fighter V. And so I got thrown for a loop because I was like, oh, here's a standard episode. It's the Sonic Boom story. And I came up and I tried to play Sonic Boom and he just kept kneeing and jumping at me. And I was like, oh my God. But then I was like, but wait, I've seen this story before. And so since I knew he was a Sonic Boom jump guy, all of a sudden the fight completely changed. Why is it that you see top players have trouble against opponents in the first round and then destroy them? If you watch Frosty Faustings this weekend, El Chacote versus Punk in grand finals, game number 1, El Chacote gets, El Chacote gets a perfect round 1 on Punk, okay? He doesn't win another round, and Punk just starts to toy with him. Literally, Punk just starts messing with him and beats him 12 rounds straight afterwards, like it was nothing. Because the first round told everything Punk needed to know. He got perfect, he was like, got it. I see the story that you're telling, you're done. And the problem is that he didn't have enough twists and turns in his story to throw Punk off again. And then because the story was just such a standard story, Punk was able to beat him. But you will see this happen so many times when one of the top players plays someone, they get beat in the first round, and you're like, oh man, this might be close, and then all of a sudden they just destroy them. So that's the whole point of playing Street Fighter V. This is how you play fighting games. The entire time you're assessing the story, and everything that happens you have to remember and go back to and refer to. This Guile never backrolled. If he backrolled once, he would have gotten me to whiff my standing medium punch and been able to EX flash kick me and get me off of him. He never did that one single time. He always did quick rise and not backroll. And because he never changed that, I noticed that the first time I was waiting for a back roll, he did quick rise instead. So the next time I counter hit him at a quick rise, and then from that point forward, he never did anything but quick rise again. And if you don't realize that, if that's not something that you're keeping in your head when you're playing in a match, you are going to lose. This is the whole thing. This is not necessarily the same concept as reads and adaptation. Reads and adaptation, well, adaptation, yes. Adaptation 100%. Reads, not so much. Reads is after you understand the story, now you can blow him up. That's what the read is. Adaptation is trying to figure out what the story is. So yes, so after I found out he wasn't throwing Sonic Boom, I was able to adapt to him and play a much smarter game versus that particular style. Even though I have a specific anti-Guile strategy, that strategy wasn't working. I had to fight this Guile. I had to fight the Guile that I was facing. And that was the adaptation right there. So that is 100% adaptation right there, is learning the patterns, learning the stories that are being told, and then just knowing at that point in time. And you know what? That's why you get the reads, because you know the story. So the story is very easy to read at that point in time. Okay, ground-based fireball Akuma here. So should I try maybe to get in there with the spin knuckle? Probably not. Ah, he didn't rise at all, so that threw off my meaty timing. I don't have that meaty properly. Well, it wasn't close enough for the jab. It was the right idea, but... What the hell was that? How did I EX? Boy, Mike. Ooh, okay, he's a techer. So that's information right there to know. Oh, I thought he was gonna air fireball. So if he jumps at me again and tries to oops. That was cool. That was actually kind of cool, to be honest with you. I was just going to try to EX drill through his jumping regular air fireball, but it worked out for me anyway. So, see if he goes back to throwing fireball. No, weird. Fireball? Fireball, another one? Nope. Okay, I thought he was going to go for another fireball. Okay, see? Too many medium punches, and that got me counter poked during my pressure attempt. And my pressure attempt is really bad for that reason. Back roll. Nothing. Ooh. Out of there. Don't want to deal with that plus situation. Just want to get out of there. Remember, he's a techer. See? See? I said it even before I did. That was a read right there. That was a read right there. Because I don't know what he's going to do. But because that one time I said he's a techer, he teched my throw one time. And that's all I needed to do to set up that shimmy. That's all I needed to do is set up that shimmy. Because that story that I read in the match much earlier gave me that opening. You see? See how that works? Just that one time. That's all you need. That's all you need. And a lot of people can't help it, so I'm going to shimmy him again another time. I'm going to shimmy him again another time. Oh, that should have been a combo. I just missed it. Oh, that was actually first hit, too. All right, let's see if I can do it again. Yep, see? Can't help it. Okay, now he's learning not to do that anymore. And that is negative now, thank God. So now it stopped working one time, but now he's scared. So now I might be able to throw him again. But if I throw him and he techs it, that just reinforces his idea that he needs to tech. And so that will open up the shimmies again. All right, shimmy again. Okay, he blocked. So now I'm gonna throw him. I'm gonna throw him. Whoops, I keep messing that up. Okay, he recognized it, 2 mediums, and then I walk forward. So he knows when to counter poke. So that's my bad right there. Oh, I missed. So now I'm gonna throw, because he's scared of that. Now I'm gonna throw again. I'm just gonna walk up and throw, fuck it. All right, now I'm gonna walk up and back off. Oh, I had it, see? I did it too. I said I was gonna walk him back up. My fears just didn't reach, but I got the exact same scenario that I wanted. Because he didn't fall for the shimmy a second time, I threw him again. I gave him that reason to believe that story again. And I walked up, and then I backed off, and then he whiffed the throw. I didn't punish it, but again, that's exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Now, you see how the RPS, you see how Guest Fighter 5 slowly by slowly turns into not Guest Fighter 5. If you really truly believe it's just Guest Fighter 5, then you're having a problem. However, I will say, at the highest levels, if you're playing against someone like Punk or NuckleDu, or Tokido or Fudo or Itazan and those guys, it starts to become more of a guess. because now you're just playing super high level RPS, right? Now you're just playing super high level RPS, and that's just the way it works, right? But that's how it works. But I am very warm right now, so hang on a second. I'm gonna get some water. I'm gonna run some ads. I will be right back, guys. I will be right back in just a second. Yes, so Auric is very all fighting games have guesses. Where Street Fighter V feels more guessy is often you don't have a strong counter or defense, so you feel like you're guessing more desperately. Also, because they happen so rapidly, like I said, you have to know with Laura whether she did crouching medium punch or crouching medium kick or standing medium punch or all these things. You have to recognize all those moves and you have to react to it, so they're happening really fast. Not only that, whenever you're wrong, you're put into that same guess again, and it feels overwhelming. You don't feel like you've ever had a success. So when you play Street Fighter V and you lose to those guesses repeatedly in rapid succession, it is a very frustrating desperation situation. When I lost to that Laura, I had extreme panic. I was super desperation mode, but I just went and studied a little bit. And in fact, there's actually something else I want to study. I forgot to study because I always forget this data 100%. So I need to test something really quick. I need to test something. Yes, getting back on your feet is very hard in Street Fighter V. And I know I've told this story a million times on social media, in person, and on streams a gazillion times. And I apologize to all of you who heard this, but in my opinion, that is the difference between Tekken 6 and before and Tekken 7 now. The reason why everybody is enjoying Tekken 7 so much right now, and why everybody keeps saying, oh dude, Tekken 7's so good, when I play it, I totally know why I lost. The reason why everybody feels that way right now is because it's that much easier to get up. Tekken 6 and before, the Oki was almost just as brutal as it was in this game. If they guessed whether you're going to roll, back roll, slide, rise kick, whatever, they got another combo. And a lot of the times they would just combo you until you die. And that was it. If you played against a good person, they would read every direction you try to get up. They would combo you until you died, and people didn't want to play it. Hey, all of a sudden in Tekken 7, they made getting up a lot easier. You get up, you play neutral, you lose anyway because the other guy is just better, but you got up, and it feels that much better. If Street Fighter V had it so that basically you got to get up, like I said, you got to get up and block a cross-up, you block something, you feel like you blocked something, you're in the same mix-up again, you're in shimmy land, you're in the RPS land again, but because you blocked that cross-up, you just feel better about it. There's just certain facets of psychology from the game developer standpoint that they have to make sure that players feel comfortable with how they lost. That's why I want invincible uppercuts. If my opponent blocks my invincible uppercut, I feel like I made a mistake. If I died to Street Fighter RPS, I just feel like I got outguessed and RPS to death and I'm mad, right? You gotta be the right feedback on, oh yeah, you're right. You have to have the right feedback in the game to make people enjoy themselves. Roscoe asks if I'm going to do more Guilty Gear lobbies. I will. After Frosty Faustings, I'm so inspired to play Guilty Gear again. Those are definitely coming back. That is definitely coming back. And the reason why I love commentating Guilty Gear is because the story that is being told, I've already talked about this, there's so many stories. There's so many variations on that story. Everybody is a fucking mastercraft script writer, screenplay writer when you play Guilty Gear. There's so many stories and so many paths that it can go that every time you watch a battle, even between the two people, it's a different story every time. That's why commentating Guilty Gear is so fun. That's why playing Guilty Gear is so fun, because it's just so fun to do. So the one thing I wanted to remember about this is that off of throw, forward dash, she's -2. So if she ever dashes, she's -2. But that's why you see Laura's do standing roundhouse, or they try to do sweep, for example. Like they try to walk up and hit you with that. So they walk up and sweep. Or something like that. But after a forward throw, if she throws you regular and she dashes, attack her, okay? If she does, whoops. If she does punch follow-up and she dashes, she's +1, okay? So that's scary. And I think they universalized it too, so it doesn't matter which follow-up she does. +1 on both of them. Now here's the interesting situation here is, how many people when you fight Laura and she hits you with the medium bolt charge and follows up, are you actually noticing that there's two different ones? Sometimes it's hard to notice that there's actually two different ones. There's a punch and a kick follow-up. Right now, as you can see, all it is just to determine whether she stays on the left or the right, basically. But if she dashes forward, she's +1. You have to be scared. After she dashes, it is a proper Street Fighter V mix-up situation. You are in RPS. If she ever hits you with this and dashes up, you are in Street Fighter RPS land. You just have to play the game. You just have to play the game. There's nothing you can do. Off of a light kick command throw, if she forward dashes, she's -4. After the medium kick one, -4. After the heavy kick one, she's -4. So if you ever see Laura command dash after a command throw, punish her with your 4-frame or 3-frame button, because you can. Just look for it, but don't mash it, because she can crush counter you with that if you wake up with a button, okay? So that's the dangerous part. Just look for the dash. She can do this. You'll see a lot of Lauras do this, where they'll just do that, or they'll do standing heavy kick to crush counter you and then get you in the mix-up again, or do and now you're in a worse situation because she's +1 after that knockdown. So if you get crush countered here and she gets this, you're in a worse situation. So after command throw, just look for her forward dash. If she forward dashes, hit a button. The only thing you have to be careful of is Laura sneaking out this on you all of a sudden. That's something you have to watch for, but if I wake up with a button, can I beat that? Yep, there we go. So if she does this. Yeah, so you can wake up and beat it. So if you see her move forward quickly, just go for your 3-frame button. Whether it's this or whether it's a forward dash, if you see her move forward, quickly do that. Except, actually, hang on, let me see something. That's the danger right there, is the light punch elbow. That is the danger one. That is why you see a lot of people get hit by that. So here's the true mix-up of Laura. So now you have to be careful of that. So how plus is she here? So she's +3, did that say? Oh, yeah. Okay, so she does, so she can do that and then be +2, and you're in the, so if she hits you with the light one like this, you're in Street Fighter RPS, right? You're just in Street Fighter RPS. So if she does this, you know, then you're in Street Fighter RPS, and that's why Laura overwhelms you. You see how Laura plays now? She just tries to overwhelm you with this. But always remember that if you block that move, if you block this move, she's -2. Off of the meaty situation, though, what is she, though? Why are you not blocking, Cammy? Because I have wake-up options on, that's why. So she's -1. So it doesn't even matter. After -1, 3-frame button. After -1, 3-frame button. Hell, do your 4-frame button. Because even if Laura's standing jabs, you'll trade and you're out of that situation. So if you block this, whoops, you block this, and she starts to jab, just do your 4-frame, 3-frame button. Is there guessing in ST? There is a lot of guessing in ST. There is a lot of guessing in ST. It just doesn't feel like it as much because there's so many situations to be safe. But if I'm Cammy and I make you block my crouching strong when you get up, that's a guessing game. I'm just gonna walk up and throw, I'm gonna walk up and uppercut, or I'm gonna do something else. When am I gonna hooligan? When am I gonna jump over Ryu's fireball? It's a guess. When Vega goes off the wall, which way am I gonna block the stupid off the wall? That's a guess, right? There's guesses everywhere in every fighting game. It doesn't feel like it, but it is actually happening. But like I said, one of the things that's different about Street Fighter V, like Street Super Turbo, is it feels like you have successes. If I get up and block Cammy's low strong, I feel like I had a success. I psychologically feel like I did something right, and now I'm willing to play that guessing game afterwards. Or not only that, but you know, the more you play, the more you're just able to condition people and stuff. So it's there. It's always there. It just feels very different in different games. In Street Fighter V, it just feels overwhelming. So it feels more like guessing. So it feels tougher to play. So it's that much more panicky. I freak out whenever I get knocked down in this game. Like, I can feel my heart rate like go up every time I get knocked down, because it's just like, fuck, I gotta play this game now. But you just have to understand how Street Fighter V works, and as long as you remember what your wake-up options are and how you are losing, you can now tell the story to counter their story, basically. So there you go. Third strike, they reward you more the better you get. Yeah, I don't agree about third strike either. But again, I am not the guy who sits there and praises third strike to death. I'm not going to say, no, it's not like that because I'm not a fan of the game. I just say that because third strike players like to make you believe that there's no guessing. But there's 100% guessing in that game. That game has a shit. I mean, Makoto is in the game. Chun-Li's going to throw you 5 times in the corner in a row because she's got throw or crouching medium kick. Every time Dudley knocks you down and you don't have an EX wake up, you're guessing 50-50 or losing a giant chunk of your life if he has meter. There is so much guessing in third strike. In fact, more guessing in third strike, in my opinion, than there is in Super Turbo. But third strike players will tell you that there isn't, which I think is bullshit, and Super Turbo fans will tell you there isn't in Super Turbo, which is also bullshit. Which is, there's guessing in all fighting games. If there wasn't guessing in fighting games, there is no fighting game. That's how you have to look at it. If there is literally no guessing in the fighting game and everyone's doing the right thing every single time, no one's taking any damage. If there's always a right thing to do, you will never take damage in this game, and that'll make it boring. Fighting games have to have guessing. It's a very fundamental part of fighting games is that they're based on guessing. And the guess might be an educated guess because you've conditioned opponents, but it's still guessing. It's still there. That's just the way it works. That's just the way it works. So anyone who tries to tell you that a fighting game is not about guessing is absolutely wrong. Is 100% wrong. So, and that's just how I feel about that. Maybe I should do an uncensored on that. I think I am going to do an uncensored on that. Fuck it. I'm just going to do an uncensored that, yes, all fighting games are guessing. Deal with it. That's just the way. That's just how I feel about the whole situation. So, so it's $16 for that Guilty Gear thing right now because you have to buy the regular one for $11. And then you have to buy the upgrade for $5. So it's actually $16 total for that upgrade, right? So. No, Crack Prawn, is that right? Well, the way I looked at it, it was $16. Look at it. Oh, they're 2 separate upgrades that you have to buy both of them. You have to buy the Revelator upgrade. No, Revelator and then the Rev 2 upgrade. I'm not sure, dude. I'm not sure. I've been fighting a lot of Akumas online.
Win this battle, and you'll have a 5-win streak.
Stupid
in
DJ.
Is
this the same guy that I fought earlier? I can't remember. If you take 20% of all fighting games and go through the management system, then they have more guessing than older fighting titles. It's the same. All of them are about the same. Street Fighter V the game is more centered around the guessing, but it's still not as back roll. Oh, okay. That's definitely not 1 frame. That's just me messing up my meaty timing. Okay, he jabs a lot after 2 buttons. So since he jabs a lot after 2 buttons, I might be able to throw him after 1. Oops, I was too far. Yeah, and that's another thing too, is that there's very few defensive options in Street Fighter V. So the guessing just feels like you're at their mercy. You don't feel like you can attack the guess. That's the problem, but you can 100% attack the guess. What the hell? Oh, he just did regular rise that time instead of back roll. See, and see how that threw me off? That's important. Those are important things to do, to mix that up. If you don't mix that up, then you are going to die very badly. Oh, I can't dash for that's not real. Oh, he let it go. I like it. I EX uppercutted and I missed. So he was expecting a desperation uppercut. Oh, he's mashing uppercuts! I didn't jump again. Shit. I gotta figure out why that is happening. Damn it. Oh, I thought I could make it under. I gotta figure out why I'm jumping by accident. It's really bothersome, but I just think it's the chair that I'm sitting in, to be honest with you. It's just at a bad angle. That was supposed to be a drill. Okay. Is there any better way to get better at guessing? Yes, Icy Ninja. The way that you get better at guessing is always remember the story. I don't know if you came in here when I was talking about the story. You always want to remember the story that is being told. If you remember everything you did up to this point and how they reacted to it, then you can do a lot better at guessing, because now it's educational guessing. So, you know, he's blocked a few times. He's blocked my medium punch and a crouching medium punch. So now I could probably do medium punch and a throw. I just haven't had a chance to do that yet. He hasn't blocked it yet, so let's see if he blocks this one. Oops, he did he did back roll, so that messed me up. He just teleports all the time. That's crazy. All right, so he's a teleporter, so he's just not gonna let me. He's just not gonna. Oh my god! And he also uppercuts every time he has a. He's whiffed anything. Oh, see, he likes to interrupt. I thought that was a jump. Oh god. Okay, that was weird.
Round 2. Fight.
Ay-ya-ya! I don't know why I'm so bad at that crush counter combo. I just shouldn't do it. Ow. That was unfortunate. I got so lucky, I don't know what happened there! I don't even know what happened. That was just a fucking scramble and I somehow won. I'm so lucky. Oh, that's plus. That's plus. I can't do anything after that. Nice neutral jump. That's plus as well. I should have punished that, but I used the wrong button. He likes to throw, so I got used to that. He's also a neutral jumper, so I gotta learn to punish that properly. Okay, he's not doing anything. This is crazy. He is a blocker right now. Teleport? EX? No, okay, I like it. Good stuff, good stuff. That's good reaction right there. Ow, I'm not even sure what happened there. Oh shit! I thought I hit him. That was just bad confirming right there.
You
For
lose.
some reason, I really just thought that was a hit, but that was a block. Now, this is one of those players that I actually do have trouble fighting because they vary it up enough that it's hard to really get the proper read on when they want to EX and things like that. It's that kind of like accidental randomness that makes them really good.
Round 2. Fight.
Studying frames is the fastest way in this game to do all that stuff, for sure. God, I hate that. He likes to do stuff. He's just blocking, like I said, he's a blocker. Whoa. I didn't jump! God damn it! Fuck! I don't know why that is happening to me all the time.
Final round.
Gotta stop jumping like that by accident. Oh. Okay, I gotta punish the neutral jumps is what I have to do. That's what I'm not punishing, and that's causing me a lot of problems. Like that. That's what I need to do. Okay, so not a... Holy crap! Wow, really? Oh. Damn, I'm dead. Okay. I tried to backdash out of the fireballs and I couldn't get away in time.
You lose.
I fought this guy before. I fought this guy earlier. I tried to backdash away from the fireball and I got clipped by it, and then Akuma just gets 10 years to combo you off of that, so that was the problem right there. But I wasn't punishing the neutral jumps. The neutral jumps were causing me too many problems. As soon as I started punishing those, the fight turned around very, very, very much. And then I just got hit by an EX fireball and I lost 50% of my life. So that's just what happens, and that's how it goes. Right, exactly. I need to mix up the pressure strings a lot too, for sure. Yep, that is the Laura game right there. V-Trigger is a dumb mechanic. It really is. Because even in Street Fighter 4, they had ultras. And the way that they designed the ultras was specifically to make them so that you couldn't combo into them as comeback mechanics. But in this game, the V-Triggers, you can combo into them so easily. Everything combos into them, and they do so much damage. Like, they circumvent a lot of things. So basically, one read will kill you, as opposed to needing, like, I could read you 3 times in a row, and then you hit me with something in the V-Trigger, which you are undoubtedly going to get, and then I die because I have to deal with one mix-up if I'm fighting G, for example. Oops, I tried to walk under that because I thought it was a jump. He is blocking a lot. I was waiting for that. You are such a blocker. Alright, so the story that I got in round number 1 is this guy is a blocker, so I'm just going to keep throwing over and over again.
Round 2.
I'm curious to see how easy that just defend is going to work and how it's going to affect things. That was a read. Okay, I'll take it. I don't care, dude. I'll eat that. I really don't care about that at all. That hasn't changed anything that I'm trying to do in any way, shape, or form. This guy is literally doing nothing. That was a little bit of desperation on my part, but I don't know what this Nash is doing. Like, he's not trying anything. He's playing super defensive. He's just jumping away from things. So now he's not even trying to tech my throws. He's trying to jump away from them. So if I can read that, so what I can do then is go to a point where it looks like I'm going to throw him, see him jump. So the reason why he's a defensive Nash, is he probably doesn't believe throws are honorable or something. So if you don't believe that throws are honorable, you're just going to block a bunch of times. But as soon as you fight someone who is willing to throw you all day for it, that's the problem right there. Maybe it could have been super laggy for him. You're absolutely right, Roscoe. That actually could have been super laggy for him, and he just couldn't see shit. And it's so hard to tell. And that is the most offensive thing about the netcode of Street Fighter V. It's not that it can be laggy, but that it's laggy for one person. So on my end, when it looks great, I'm like, why is he playing like this? And the other guy's just seeing Cammy going, right? You know, like. It's worse. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. So he might just be seeing lag all over. Okay, so Cody is not a character I am very familiar with at all. So this will be interesting to see how this works.
The world.
Dude, I am like that a lot too, Eli Hentrick. That's why command throw characters scare me, because I just take throws all day. Most people know when they play against me, you can jump at me pretty safely a lot, and then you can throw me a lot. So, yeah, exactly. I'm so scared of taking the hit and getting this big old combo done on me that I just get thrown all day. But then when I face a command throw character, I just freak out and try to get away from command throws, and then I just die. It's just really bad. Quick rise. Oh, God. Ow. I forget how plus that is. Forgot how plus Zonk is. Regular Zonk is minus. So I should be able to challenge after. Challenge after regular Zonk. After EX Zonk, he's plus. So be careful in that situation. What the hell? Quick rise. doing it again. I'm doing too much of the medium kick buttons. Ah, what? That was either just the most amazing prediction. Oh shit! I didn't think he was gonna keep going for the target combo. I thought he was gonna stop.
Final round. Fight.
Whoops! Oh, finally a back roll. He should be dead. Honestly, I should have just comboed into a super. I had the resources. I wasn't looking ahead far enough. That should have just been low strong, uppercut, super, but I just went with the drill because I wasn't paying attention to my resources. That's another thing that you have to be very cognizant about in this game. You have to pay attention to your resources. Oh, that was lag. Okay, so that's what I thought. I thought so, because that's what we were all talking about. I was like, you're playing very defensive, but the lag must have been really bad, because on my end it was great. And that is the biggest crime of Street Fighter V right there, is that you can't tell who has lag. Okay, stop with the medium buttons. Yeah, no problem, no problem. Someone actually said that. They were like, that might have just been really lag. And I was like, oh, that actually makes sense. So, no worries, dude. That's fine, that's fine. It's impossible to play in those laggy situations, dude. Okay, so that's just the frame perfect meaty setup.
Final round. Fight.
The neutral jump. I'm gonna lose so much. Uh-oh. Ow. I would have been sad if that rock hit me out of that. Oh, is Mike too strong in here? Hey, dude, I can't believe that was only your second tournament. I almost kind of don't believe that at all. I almost feel like you're lying at me, but you did super, super well. Someone actually hit me up today and was asking about like, oh, give me some interesting unknown names that I should sponsor, and I definitely brought your name up, Mike Too Strong. So, you know, we'll see what happens. I mean, I gave him a whole list of names, but your name was definitely in there. So. I think that would be awesome to see a strong Zangief make the circuits around around the CPT. I think that would be super, super awesome. That just must be it. It's just I've seen you on like so many online replays, or just people talk about you a lot, Mike, just because you're always there. Like people talk about you as your Zangief. Oof. Oh, is it from the Reddit weeklies? Is that maybe where it's I always see the name from? Oh, dude, don't even worry about it, Nero. You have to. That's the thing about Street Fighter V, though, is you have to know your offense. I've been talking about that a lot, so it's just one of those things that you have to know your offense and how to force the opponent to play Street Fighter V. What the fool? It's like Piano 3 Jury. This is a character I don't know shit about. Okay, this is a character I barely ever see, and I get blown up by a lot because her buttons, I feel like, mess me up. But even in that last fight against the Cody, because I was using light punches a lot more, all of a sudden my offense seemed that much scarier. And that is where my mistake has always been, is that I never use the light punches enough. So I definitely got to do that. Ass out. See right there, if I had done light punch, I probably would have won. Okay, back roller, back roller. Oh, that was actually a quick rise that time. Very grounded player, not jumping a lot. So I'm not worried about anti-air, so I can kind of go in on the ground.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, she just low profile. Whoops, I kicked into that. Okay, back walker as well, so something I gotta remember. She tried to shimmy me, so I hit a button. I was expecting her to block. Oh, nice anti-air. See, I'm playing Street Fighter V so much better nowadays than I used to play it. Nothing is plus on Jury except lights and standing medium punch. Yep. The Evo lineup usually comes out around this time, but I think they're having a much harder time trying to decide what's in it because there's only about like 67 fighting games that are worth being put into Evo right now. So I feel really bad for the Evo guys. Dude. I do a jump in when I feel like the opponent is playing the ground game too much. Oh. Or when I just feel like they're not expecting it and I just want to get an advantage in there all of a sudden. Oh shit, that was slow. Oh god, I'm just getting frame trapped by that. I see the long delay and I think that's it, so it's time for me to counter poke, but then something else comes out and I'm not ready for that, so I just have to remember. I just have to remember that's a thing. Okay, button presser. Ooh, she threw me out of my stage struck. Oh. Nice throw check. Ooh. Nice. Nice.
You lose.
Yeah, but they won't put all three of them in there at all. They won't put all three of them in there at all. So this Jury has a decent defense, but she hits the crouching jab in a lot of good places that's interrupting my offense. So I have to just be better about frame trapping her a little bit. So I just have to be better about frame trapping. But again, this is where my weakness in not being good at the offensive end of Street Fighter RPS comes in. Very defensive jury. Nope, I thought she was crouching. Oh, she slept. Oh, she ducked under that? Oh, nice.
KO. Round 2.
I just don't know enough about this character to fight her properly. And this is also kind of a cool costume. Ow! Jeez. Oh, see, I did it again. 2 mediums into trying to approach again. Ah, I fell for that again. I teched!
You lose.
Alright, so I can't fight Jury. This is why I actually feel like Jury does well against Cammy, because her buttons I feel like are super good. I feel like she's super underrated in this game. So I feel like her buttons are super good. Either that or her buttons are just really, really good against Cammy. I'm not sure what it is, but I have so much trouble fighting Jury in a footsies scenario. She always out-footsies me. I totally teched it, dude. I absolutely teched it. Everyone says she sucks, but I just really don't think about that. Against a Manat who turtles, jump a lot. Honestly, just jump a lot, because then she has to not hit any buttons because she wants to wait for you to jump so she can anti-air you. That lets you jump in from the front. You have to be able to mix that up. Dude, I played Geef last time, actually. Geef is my other main that I want to learn. But I'm really, really, really bad at Geef right now. My Geef is really rusty. So I can't teach with that character because I'm the one who's learning when I'm using Geef. But with Cammy, I can actually teach because I know what she does and she's so straightforward and she has like nothing cool to like, oh, this is this crazy character specific. It's like rush this guy down, rush him down a bunch. Here, rush this guy down. I don't know why I got hit by that. I thought it was a different thing. Wow. Okay, let's keep hitting buttons on my wake up. This is crazy, Nash! What the hell? This is crazy, Nash!
Fight.
Okay then! Alright, I'm just gonna keep hitting you when you get up. Because you really just don't feel like blocking at all.
Round. Fight.
jump? Why are you not blocking? All right. Okay. Okay. Okay.
You win.
I'm just gonna keep meeting you because that's the story that you're telling. That's the story that you're telling, so I'm just gonna keep meeting you. Why not? Why not? I'm super confused by this.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh, he finally back rolled. He finally back rolled. Holy shit.
KO.
He finally back rolled to throw off my medium timing.
Round 2. Fight.
Okay, so his back roll threw me off now. I'm so scared of this guy just doing like... Oh, see, there it was. He's switching between the two. I like it. He blocked! He blocked, ladies and gentlemen! Finally had the meter in mind, so I had the proper punish there. I mean, look, to be honest, if you wanna take it one way, you can think to himself that he really just didn't believe I was gonna meaty every single time, and he was trying to pre-guess me into doing a meaty attack. But I don't think that's what it was. So, the way that it works, Icy Ninja, is that the difference between back roll and quick rise, I will show you this right now, actually. That's a great question. So let's answer that question to you right now. So I'm going to go to Cammy and I'll show you that no, you can't escape meaties by back rolling, but yes, you can escape meaties by back rolling. The whole thing about it is quick rise versus back roll is a difference of about 5 frames. So if you know that the meaty timing is perfect for a back roll, it's no longer perfect for a quick rise, and vice versa. There are some situations, rare situations, where you can cover both, but you have to have a move with at least 5 active frames in order to do that. If you do not have a move with 5 active frames, it will not work. So, as I've mentioned to everybody, if Ryu wakes up with light punch here, if he wakes up with a light punch, this is a 3-frame button here. Oh, he's waking up with throw. Why? Oh, that's guard recovery action. Why is that a throw all of a sudden? All right, let's record a wake up action. So there we go. So he's gonna wake up with a 3-frame jab. The fastest button that he has, right? So that's the fastest button that he has. So he's gonna get up and jab. However, after Cammy's drill, she is exactly well, let's see, what is it? She's plus 20. She's plus 20 and her dash is about 17 frames. So after the dash, I'm plus 4. So So my dash is 16 frames. So after my dash, I'm +4. So if I hit medium punch, I will beat your standing light punch with my medium punch. It's a perfect meaty. And then I counter hit you. So quick rise, I counter hit you, I drill you. I'm just gonna do that over and over and over again, right? However, back roll is 5 frames longer to get up. So if you look now when I dash, I'm +9 now. So because I'm +9, my medium punch actually misses. I actually whip. And then you can jab counter me. Like so. So you can punish me because my meaty is whipping now because it's too early. However, if I start to read whether you're back rolling or you're quick rising, I just delay my medium punch just by like, as soon as I see Cammy start walking forward, I hit medium punch. Like that. It's just a timing that I've learned. So I just delay it by a few extra frames, and now I can beat your back roll meaty. However, if you go back to normal meaty and I do that timing, you will jab me before I can strong. So you see that there is this mini game basically when you knock people down. This is why throws and crush counters and things where you cannot back roll and quick rise both off of is so strong, because you don't have to worry about this back roll or quick rise mix up. When you watch people and pros play online in tournaments, when you see someone get hit by a wake up jab, this is why. It has nothing to do with wake up jabs being good. It's because the player mispredicted whether or not they were gonna back roll or quick rise, and it's enough to throw the opponent off. And that's the whole thing about it. If I think you're gonna quick rise, I can use my quick rise timing and continue to blow you up. Now, there is certain ways that if you just have the right math, you can blow up both of them. And the only example that I know of cleanly is Falk. So I'll just show you the Falk example. But she just has so many active frames off of her offensive crouch heavy kick that she can beat both options. One of them is not a true meaty, but it will beat up all wake up buttons no matter what they do.
Fall. To you. Go beyond the battle.
I'm ready. Now begin.
Let's see here. Yeah, okay, yeah, there you go, Sako. So yeah, so if they back roll and I do standing medium punch, I just run out of active frames. So there's a startup of 6 and it has 2 active frames, so it only basically hits for 8 on frame 7 and 8. And since he's +9, he gets away from that, basically. So here in this situation, Falk's move right here has 5 frames, right? 5 active frames. So even if you quick rise, I can hit you because I'll hit you on the same frame your jab is coming out, and because of priority system, I win. But because there's a difference of 5 frames, if you back roll, it's still a then it's a true meaty, and it'll catch you on back roll. So off of this move here, Falk can double dash into offensive crouch heavy kick, and it is a guaranteed meaty on any of the wake ups. Falk also has the small extra benefit that if you don't quick rise or back roll at all, that move is an OTG. Whee! So I even get extra damage off of it. So it's a completely win-win situation for Falk if she ever hits you with that. She's sacrificing damage because she can also do that if she wanted to and get some damage, but if she chooses not to do damage, she can get guaranteed meaties on people who do not have the meter for a wake up EX, etc., etc. So there you go. So that's Falk. But again, you have to have a move that has at least 5 active frames or more to be able to beat both of those situations. And if you don't, then you can't. So there you go. So I hope that makes sense, Sako. I hope that whole thing makes sense now about why quick rise and stuff like that. So yeah. God, okay. So I'm playing a different Guile now. So I'm gonna revert back to my I'm expecting Guile to Sonic Boom a lot, Guile. We'll see if I can fight this one. Let's see if I end up fighting a Guile who does not Sonic Boom ever or is really offensive for some strange reason.
Round 1. Fight.
Okay, so back roll. So he's a back roller, so that's something I'm gonna remember now. Okay, and patient as well. And he throws, which means I'm dead. I missed because I was too far. Oh my God, really? It's a blocker. We've got a blocker on our hands. Oh no, he woke up with a button. So towards heavy kick for Cammy will cover both wake ups, but it's negative on block. So after it's blocked, I lose my turn. So there's a benefit, but a negative, a downside to it as well. Ow. Oh, sweet. Just go for it one time. Fuck it. Nice. Oh shit! He just did the flash kick, go safe on block, so there's no reason not to. I didn't even pay attention which V trigger he had, so I wasn't even thinking, so that's my fault.
Fight.
What? Very defensive Guile. Ooh, I thought I was gonna make it under. Ooh, okay, I'm down with that. Oh, jeez, yeah, you just can't do anything about that. Dude, that's, honestly, Alphard, that's a weakness of mine. I always try to make it under jumps. I always think I'm gonna make it under jumps because when I see someone jump, my reaction to want to walk under them is stronger than my reaction to want to uppercut them for some reason. I don't know why. Oops.
Round 1. Fight.
Ow, that was nice. He hadn't done that yet. Oh, he's back roll. He's back roll. That time I was just able to count. Okay, remember the light punches. Remember the light punches. Remember the light punches. dive kick. No, I don't know Spike 2501. It's only Street Fighter 5 that I do that. When I play Injustice, I down 2 every time I see someone jump. I don't know what it is about this game that makes me so like scared to jump people. I don't know what it is. I can't figure it out. I wish I knew.
Round 1. Fight.
I like him being more aggressive. Whoa! Whoa! He doesn't tech throws. He doesn't tech throws. So he's not someone I can shimmy. There's no reason for me to shimmy him.
Fight.
Ow, nice. Just letting my stun go down right now. I didn't do that! It's a mistake. It's a mistake. My life lead's not going to be enough that this was worth doing. But I was right in that he was going to EX flash kick, and that's why I whiffed that jab. I whiffed that jab to make it look like I was doing a move, so I had the right read in that situation. Had the right read. Desperation uppercut.
You successfully
I push the button harder when I do supers. It's old arcade habits. You just hit buttons when you do things like it's just I've never gotten over that. So shimmy will bait him into EX flash kick, but there was no reason for me to believe that that was kind of the situation. I'm specifically trying to shimmy to bait throws to walk backwards. In that case, I didn't think he was going to wake up throw. I thought he was just going to flash kick, so I didn't feel like I needed to walk. And sometimes on some characters you just want to be yeah, it works both ways. So Eli Hendricks, I'm only playing Cammy right now because this is how I can teach. This is the best way for me to teach. I can't teach with Zangief, I can't teach with Sagat, because I'm the one learning the entire time. But with Cammy, not only that, but she's the best character to teach with, because she's so straightforward, because there's so little about, holy shit, is that like a Sodom mask or something? I haven't even seen half of these costumes, I swear. Alright, so again, Zangief, this is about trying to play the ground game versus him enough so that he tries to jump, because Zangief's always tried to jump and trying to anti-air him properly. Just make sure you anti-air, but when you play the ground game too much, you're too worried about knee into SPD, so you got to be careful of that. So it's just, it's a nice little mini game here, but it's going to be lots of standing medium kicks. Let's see how many Tundra Storms that he does, and a lot of stand heavy punches into drills like that, because of the that sucked. That was supposed to be a neutral jump. So again, Zangief is not scary when he's getting up. You can melee him just like anybody else. So when you knock him down, make sure you take advantage of that. So when I hit him with that drill into fierce into drill, I wasn't even trying to hit anything. I was just hitting the buttons and it worked out. Because that's just how that whip option select works. Ow. Jesus. Oh God. So scary. Fuck. I didn't mean to die. What the hell was that jump? That's what I wanted to do. Jesus. Why do I keep jumping? Man, I gotta figure out this problem. This is like a new problem. I need to sit in a lower chair or something because I'm sitting on a chair with a giant pillow on it. So maybe it's because my joystick is leaning more down than I'm used to it. I go for it because blue is my favorite color, Eli. So I like this color. It's just it's a pretty color. Holy shit, he has nothing on all of a sudden. So the problem is now I'm down in life, so I have to be very careful here. But he's still jumping at me, which is the crazy part. He's doing a better job at the footsies, that's for sure. I did not mean to dash under. I'm just doing standing heavy punch into drill. I just do standing heavy punch into drill every single time. Because the only way that it's hitting is if I whip punish a move. Like that. I can't believe I anti-aired that. I did that so late, but at least I had the reaction for it. Woo, okay. Well, he was playing it right. That's the thing, is he was trying to play the ground game with me. And I was doing a really, really good job keeping him out. But, again, if my Zangief is not great. If I was fighting against that, maybe I would have thrown out one Tundra Storm just to like make it look like I'm willing to do that. Because if he ever Tundra Stormed me, I would have fucking lost a ton of life, and all of a sudden I would have been scared. That's probably something that he should have did. So, yeah, no problem, Icy Ninja. I hope it was helpful. So, hope it was helpful. Did you start throwing out more hard kick to counter your HPs at neutral? Yeah, that might even work too. The HKs might actually work. Again, like I said, my Zangief is not great, so I'm not 100% sure what the best way to counter that is. But that right there was a classic example of how Cammy beats Zangief, is just the keep out game and just being able to have your mind on the uppercut the entire time. I do feel like he wasn't doing enough knee into SPD to get me scared, because that's what the other Zangief did and definitely blew me up. Why didn't I lose any life? What? My health gauge should be on auto recovery. Look at that! That's fucking 220 damage, dude! You do that once and all of a sudden Cammy is scared for fucking shitless at that point in time. But I mean, like, you might get drilled like that and stuff like that, but you get that once and all of a sudden that button is gone. Actually, that would be a really good idea, CR Fed. Oh yeah, 100% you assume Zangief did it by accident. But in a match like Cammy and Karen, where it does stop their standing medium kicks, it's kind of... If it stopped Karen's standing heavy kick, okay. But it actually misses Karen's heavy kick, which is really sad, which is really, really painful. Sakura. Okay, here's a character that I don't know anything about. I just know offensive crouch, heavy kick, and strong are plus on block. It's always a safe thing to assume. It's always a safe thing to assume.
Round one.
Pleased to meet you.
Fight.
Points. I actually don't know what Sakuras want to do. So I'm actually going into this completely blind. Okay, so that's a plus. Dude, even the tech timing on that throw is weird. Oh, okay, that was a whip OS as well. Know your resources, ladies and gentlemen. Know your resources so that you can maximize the punish when you need it. Know your resources.
Round two. Fight.
Okay, tech throw. Get ready for the shimmies, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready for the shimmies. I am so out of range. Oh, didn't expect that. Oh, EX uppercut. All right, I'll take it. Oh, she didn't block. Whew.
You win.
Sakura's weird. I don't know what her game plan is. I don't know what she's trying to do. So like, I'm literally just like trying, I don't know how to approach this match right now. She's just trying to out Cammy basically. So like, the whole time I'm playing her, I'm just basically playing her like another Cammy.
Round one. Fight.
I was too slow. I am going to take damage. Oh. Okay, I like it. Why can't I quick rise off of this throw? I don't know how to quick rise off of Sakura's throw. I'm hitting the button, it's like, do nothing. Okay, alright, fine.
Fight.
Oh, Jesus, you did it again. Okay. Okay, hitting buttons a lot on Wake Up. Hitting a lot of buttons on Wake Up got her killed.
Final round. Fight.
Jesus, okay. I guess I just don't know that range at all. Ooh, got me, got me.
You lose.
Okay, so that's her button in the V trigger, huh? Low medium kick. Again, I'm not familiar with that little Sakura pressure there. I don't even remember what it was. It's just something that I have to be cognizant of. Okay, she did it. She just did it. I'm down with that. I really didn't think she was going to, but she did, and I'm okay with that.
Round 2. Fight.
Why can't I ever anti-air this? Oh my god. Okay, she is just going for it. Oh, Jesus. Alright. She just kept doing the EX uppercut after the Tatsu, and I'm just gonna die by it, so that's fine.
You lose.
That's fine. That's a good read on her part that I was gonna go for it again, so. Really didn't think she was gonna go for it that time. Yeah, that's a weird character. I don't know what she does. I don't know exactly what her game plan is. Yeah, you had the read on my... you apparently knew that I like to hit a button after negative Tatsu, so you had that read on me. And then I've never fought against the Sakura before, so... I'm not even sure what Sakura exactly does, so that was new to me, so that's good stuff. I mean, it's my fault. I was hitting buttons in every one of those situations, so I got hit by like 4 EX uppercuts, 2 in negatives and 1 in wake-up situation, and I really honestly didn't believe you were going to do that. I really honestly didn't believe you were going to do it another time, but you did, and that's good read on your part, so...
You are currently ranked in the top 20,000.
Yeah, I don't know how Oliver moves act either. So there was that one sequence where you got me locked down. I wasn't even sure what the situation was or like how negative and fireballs and things like that are.
Round one. Fight.
Okay, jumper. See, I can't beat Jury in footsies. It's really odd. Okay. Oh, damn. Interesting. Okay. Well, I told you I don't tech throws, though. I don't tech throws, so I just get beat up by
Round
those.
two. Fight.
Oh, Jesus. Huh. Whoops. It's weird. Like, I have trouble fighting Jury in footsies.
Final round.
I need to figure out how to fight her better.
Acceleration! Finish!
Woo! I don't play enough, Maurice, bruh. I just don't play enough. I got to platinum, then I switched characters, and I dropped all the way back down to silver, and then I didn't play the game for 6 months. And then I was just down there. Like, I've been playing so many other fighting games online, I just haven't cared about Street Fighter V enough. But I want to get back into Street Fighter V a little bit more, so... It's definitely
Round
something
one.
that I want to do more
Fight.
of.
Round two. Fight.
For me, it's not as much my reactions. My reactions have sucked my whole entire life. Wow, you're still teching throws, huh? Just the fist to the gut.
You win.
I very rarely win those Mexican standoffs like that, but that time it actually worked out, so. I just think at that range she wanted to walk forward instead of hitting a button, so. Alright, there we go. So that I beat that jury by using stand medium kick a lot more. She was beating me because she was using standing heavy punch, which does the little leap, and that beats my crouching medium kick and my crouching strong. So I switched to standing medium kick a little bit more to make it harder for her. So Thunderstorm. Oh, that's also just a whoops. Oh, thanks, Conan. I love commentating with Yipes, dude. It's always so fun. Like, I'm so much more loose when I commentate with Yipes. I get to have more fun by saying things like raw ass and stuff like that. And, yo, that's bars. It's just so fun commentating with Yipes. Ryu, okay, another great example. I like backdashing against Ryus at the start of a round because I want to see if they're an aggressive Ryu or if they're a defensive Ryu. So,
Top 20,000 in North
oh, that's
America.
good. That's awesome that the hitbox worked out for you so well. That's really, really good. I'm glad to hear that. Really, really glad to hear that. That's important to find a way to make it so that you can keep playing without hurting yourself. Hi, kitty. Hi, kitty.
Round
Backdash, see what Ryu does. Let's
Fight.
see. Okay, back. Yep, he stays back. So is he going to throw fireballs? No, he doesn't want to. He's kind of scared to throw fireballs. Okay, interesting. So I'm going to approach you. Oh, you're an approach Ryu. Okay. Now you jumped. Interesting. Interesting Ryu style so far. You had me. Whoops! I meant to button into that. Okay, he's teching. So he's teching, so he's shimmyable now. So there you go. There's that Street Fighter V RPS. Gotta tell that story. Time to shimmy. Time to add the shimmy, and I'll do fierce uppercut in the super just for fun. If I can get in there. Here we go.
Acceleration! Finish!
Whoops. Oh, they're going to Wednesday Night Fights. That's awesome. Yeah. So just find a lot of chances to play. Just find a lot of chances to play casuals with people there. Even if you don't enter the tournament, even if you do enter the tournament, don't care how good or bad you do, whatever. Just play, have fun, and level yourself up. Meet people and have fun and get to know the people. That's just the way it works. All right, you still tech. I missed. Oh shit, that was weird. I don't even know what happened there. Okay, I'm sorry about that. That was not a lag switch, I promise. It totally looked like I lag switched him, but he's still teching. Good. I want to keep training him to tech like that. Oh, okay. So So he just stand medium kicked me to death. Okay.
Round 2. Fight.
Stupid. Good patience. I was waiting for that too. I even double shimmied him and I fucked it up. I'm so sad. Oh no, I was platinum and then I lost everything when I switched to another character, and then I just didn't play for years and years and years.
Fight.
Well, actually, like maybe half a year. Huh. This is amusing. Oh, nice. That's far. Ah, it's just at the last second he couldn't help it. The last second he couldn't help it.
You win.
Yeah, nice. You're going with your wife. That's awesome. How do I hold my stick? Very loosely like this. I don't hold it with a very firm grip. So I just kind of hold it like this basically and just kind of, my hand rests in one place a lot. So I don't move my hand a lot. It's right here. And again, my hand is never necessarily off the stick, but I'm not holding onto the stick or like gripping it or anything. My hand is always just kind of floating over it, and I'm neutral. My palm is like resting on the joystick knob so that I can hit it in either direction really fast, and I just kind of know where the joystick is basically, like that. So I put in about 800 hours plus countless watching Capcom products. Excited to see some people I've seen play in tournaments. I want to be Diamond by the end of the year. Maurice, are you talking about NorCal or SoCal Wednesday night fights? Are you talking about NorCal or SoCal? Either one of them is going to be a great experience, dude. SoCal, okay, that's awesome, dude. If you go, are you going this Wednesday, Maurice? Are you going like 2 days from now? I might actually go 2 days from now. It'll be the first Wednesday night fights I've gone in a while, but I just kind of want to go and like do some commentary and stuff like that. So if I do decide to go, maybe I'll see you there, Maurice. Maybe I'll see you there. But at this point in time, I'm probably going to go ahead and call it a night. I'm probably going to go ahead and stop at this point because I feel like this is a long enough session for people, because I'm going to upload this to YouTube, and so it'll be a long enough session for people to watch and kind of get an idea of what you're supposed to do and all that stuff like that. But don't go anywhere yes yet, Conan. Please don't go anywhere. One, I'm going to run some ads, and then after I run the ads, I'm going to do the best part of the stream. And if you're not familiar with my stream, you do not want to miss the absolute best part of the stream that is coming up here. So by far the greatest thing that is going to happen on the stream is going to happen. So I'm going to run some ads for a little bit. Please don't go anywhere because, like I said, something awesome is going to happen. So hang on a second. I'm going to run some ads. and then stuff is going to happen at this point in time. So the ads are running right now, so if you are watching some ads right now, I'm going to get some water. I'll be right back. Oh man, there we go. Oh. So there was a couple of times I did well with the light punches that I was trying to do. It's something that I've got to get more into my game, but it's an interesting tactic because it works well against people who are good at defense and at high level defense. And I don't know if I fought a ton of those guys yet, so. Oh yeah, absolutely, Maurice. Please, absolutely. Just come take a picture. Just come and find me and say, hey James, I want a picture, and I'll be like, hey, let's do it. So I'm absolutely down. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and this made a lot of sense to you guys here, or you guys enjoyed kind of the whole self-commentary on the matches and talking about my mindset and everything like that. I haven't done a Learn to Fight in a long time in Street Fighter V. I felt like this went really well. I felt like I got to, you know, display a lot of things, how like, oh, he tech, that means I can shimmy him, or oh, he blocked my medium punch, crouching medium punch, that means I can throw him, etc. You need to make sure that you have that story that's being told the entire time as you're being played. Keep track of what's happening, learn how to adjust to your opponent and everything like that. So that's really, really important. This is the part of the stream where I start to shill myself a little bit. If you guys did enjoy this content, if you did like it, please subscribe to the channel, donate some bits, donate some money as well. This is a rough life. It's not easy to be a streamer / commentator. You don't make a lot of money as people would like to think. Last year, 2018, was very difficult for me financially. So if you do feel like I deserve something, like I'm not saying please give me money for no reason, but if you feel like you're enjoying the stream or you're enjoying the commentary or any of that kind of stuff, consider subscribing. If you have Amazon Prime, you can also subscribe with your Twitch, with your Amazon Prime if you haven't done anything yet. So here I can do this, Amazon Prime. So you can do that. You can also donate. Or you can just subscribe directly if you appreciate the content. I'm planning to do a lot more of this. I'm planning to do Guilty Gear lobbies again. I'm planning to do all sorts of cool stuff. Redo some first attacks. This year I'm going to be going hardcore in on the streaming and content creation. So if you enjoyed this stuff, if this stuff seems like it helped you out, it would be very much appreciated. Yeah, and also just even following so that when the stream starts up, you'll know when it's going up so you can learn some more stuff as time goes on. Also, if you really want to get some cool swag, 86.com, if you go there via that tiny URL link.com/86jchensor, that is my affiliate link. And if you go to 86 there and buy some stuff, I will be getting part of that proceeds. They just added these awesome Guilty Gear chains, so keychains, so check them out. They've also got some cool 20th anniversary Guilty Gear posters, 10th anniversary Blaze Blue posters and t-shirts and all sorts of stuff like that, and it's really cool. And also, if you want to donate and support or bits and stuff like that, doing so will also help support my kitties down here. So if I've got one here, I've got one sitting in the back over there, turning in, that's Nathan over there, and this is Jasmine. They want to eat food, and so the awesome part of the end of my stream is I get to feed the cats. But what's cool about feeding the cats is not only when I feed the cats, I make this kissy noise. And when I make the kissy noise, they know that that means it's time to actually eat. So I'm just like pretending I'm playing the game here, and so she's not paying attention. But if I make kissy noises, oh dang, look at her. She turned around, she got all excited. So there you go. That is the fun part right there. And then we get to watch my cats eat. So hang on a second. Now we get to go watch the kitties eat. Ah. There we go. There's Jasmine right there. Jasmine running along. She's like, food, 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 food. And Nathan is hiding down here under the Ultra Chen studio desk. Hey, hey Nathan, Play the meow game with me. Meow. 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 Oh, he's not doing it at all. Man, I'm sad. I can't play the meow game. Oh my god, my camera fell. Alright, hang on. Let's go feed the cats. And then what I like to do here, every time I feed my cats, I put the camera up here like so. Point it down at them so that my cats, you can see my cats, and then Jasmine will do this really cute thing that I've kind of trained her to do. Moobot ruining stuff. That's right. If you subscribe to the channel, you also get cool emotes such as Chen Logic. Oh, there's Jasmine doing the cute thing. Chen Logic. You can also get Chen Kill. Is it gonna kill? You can combine that with Chen Rage, so you can make it look like I'm yelling. You can also get all the cool other emotes like my cats. Come on, Jasmine. One more time. One more. Ah, good girl. All right, and now my cats eat. Go. And there you are. Now the cats eat. Well, the way that it works is that Jasmine eats and Nathan inhales food. There you go. Thank you, PTYSAKL. Much appreciated. What I've always said is that whenever people donate and do all that kind of stuff, I always, no internet. Come on, Streamlabs. Give me my recent events. Actually, the recent events, aren't they on here as well on this app? No, I guess not. Log in with Twitch. I might have missed a couple of subscriptions and donations here, so I'm going to go to my dashboard and make sure I get them. Whenever people subscribe to my stream, I definitely NSFW response to people who subscribe to my stream. Let's see here. There we go. Okay, so Kite Music just subscribed, so suck my nuts, Kite Music. And Never Knows Best just subscribed, so suck my nuts, Never Knows Best. Home Muffin also resubscribed for 16 months, so I think that's, I probably should have given him 16 of them, but I have not yet. Suck my nuts, Home Muffin. So there you go. If you subscribe, you get your own customized Suck My Nuts greeting. There you go. It's the way it works. So a lot of cool emotes you can get there, and yeah, you can see this. Thanks to everybody who has subbed. I really do appreciate that, and the subs mean a lot. They actually add up a lot to help out people, a lot more than ads do, so that helps a lot. And there we go. Nathan is done with his food. There we go. Nathan has finished inhaling his food, and he is done. And he is looking at Jasmine's food. He's looking around because he knows I want to give him hugs and snuggles. And he's terrified of that, so he doesn't want to actually try to get over here. He's trying to scheme his way through. Come here, Nathan. Come here, Nathan. Come on. Come on. It's okay. It's okay. You know that I just want to give you snuggles. Hey, baby. This is my boy Nathan. He is an adorable kitty. He is an adorable kitty. Beautiful kitty, beautiful blue eyes. I love my cats very much. They keep me sane. These cats keep me very, very sane because it's nice to have around the house. Yeah, kitty? There you go. You can run now. You can run. Alright. So there we go. Back to Jazzy. And now we can stare at Jasmine's pretty eyes here. Beautiful, beautiful yellow eyes. Lunar eyes, as they would be. Hi, Jasmine. Hi, Jasmine. Yeah, thanks to all the subs here in this chat. Oh, yeah, there we go. Twitch Pro. Oh, Kite Music. Oh, I gave it to him early, I guess. I guess the notification just took a while to show up, but suck my nuts, Kite Music. But shout outs to all you guys. Spike 2501. I know you've been a supporter forever. Neo Jeets, thank you very much. Drunken Banana, of course. I mean, you can see Spike 2501 with that gold one means he's been a subscriber for over a year now. So shout outs to him. Thank you very much. Shout outs to Case Money and Neo Jeets and everybody else who's to PTYS, AKL for the subscription as well. Thanks all you guys out there supporting the Chensor Dynasty. I'm probably just going to call it that, Chensor Dynasty. Oh yeah, that's right, gold is 2 years. Holy crap, blue is 1 year. That's 2 years, so thank you, Spike2501. So thank you guys very much. Oh, thank you, Oniram. Oh my god, Jasmine just bolted because she knew I was going to try to snuggle her. And I think she finished the food. Yeah, she finished the food, so there's nothing for Nathan. That's not going to stop Nathan from trying to look at it. Petus Ackle. Oh, okay, Petus Auckland. Yeah, see, here he comes. He's coming here, and he is super disappointed to see that Jasmine left nothing. It's not going to stop him from licking the bowl and licking all the little dry cat food dust off of the bowl. But unfortunately, Jasmine left nothing for him. So, and shout outs to the Ultra Chen TV studio right behind here. But thanks, guys, for everybody for coming in here and watching. Hope it was really helpful. If you guys enjoyed this first attack stream and you want to help in a way that you can't help, you know, obviously through donations, because look, everybody is going through financial problems. It's just, you know, the millennial thing. I'm not a millennial, but I'm definitely living the millennial life. But, you know, if you do want to support, please tweet at me. Just let me know that you appreciated the first attack content, the Learn to Fight content, hashtag Learn to Fight, and then I can retweet it that way, just as like testimonial, so people out there can see that it's very useful to them as well. So if you want to support, would be greatly appreciated. And if you guys are watching this on YouTube, following the Twitch channel, would be very appreciative as well. And also, you know, any one of those methods to support. If you just go to twitch.tv/jchensor, you'll find the subscribe and donation links and stuff like that. So if that's something you want to do, would greatly appreciate as well. In any case, thanks guys for watching. Hope you had a great time. I will talk to you guys later. Peace out, and I'll see you next time.